Mandy.
Oh,
You're back, so you're
I'm
back
so- yeah,
on.
sorry about that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we were really lost for the first 30 minutes.
All right, so last time we played, last week, was our long session for Adam's birthday. So congrats everybody for making it through that one. That was a marathon. But a lot of cool things happened. You guys defeated Lord Eberron by the hands of Zinro, delivering the final blow, but a lot of you guys got a blade into him or two. You also had your first taste of actually fighting Crater, which was interesting.
It's not good. I think we did like 0 points of damage.
Yeah, between 0 and 0. Yeah,
we did a lot of 0.
He,
0.0. Exactly.
You guys later found out from, oh goodness, what was the builder's name? Oh no, Java. You later found out from Java that he actually had an invulnerability cast upon himself, so you could not hurt him. But during that battle, Kree pulled out his Fates card that he had and played it to remove Freyr from ever existing. And when this happened, the world changed in an instant. All of you guys, except for Kree and Silex, remember the world before, and you see it all change in a snap of your fingers. Only Kree and Silex don't. So that's why they left to help fight the war, because they were never with you guys. After Silex made you the weapons of dragon scale, in literal dragon scales. And then you continue to fight Crater with no luck until he teleported out, taking Balin's staff. Well, you guys figured out later where he teleported to. But then Zinro met up with a creepy little friend named Rath. Yeah, did I say Zinro? Yeah. My bad. Yeah, Xeris found a creepy little friend named Rath who asked a lot of questions, was very inquisitive, and followed along to the tents of where Eberron was staying, because you guys were trying to search for clues or, information. And you found that's also the tent where the Dark Queen herself, Lady Amalthea, was sitting upon her throne with Crater beside him, or her. And quickly, if I remember right, you just turned right around. You're like, no.
Well, you tried to do a little something.
Oh, that was after.
Nope.
He said, I have 9 lives, but I want to keep them all. So he left. And then Xeris and Rath continued to talk to Amalthea. Rath said she's old. He said that a lot. She is. So you guys quickly realized this isn't a fight you wanted to have, and disengaged, kind of running from the fight. Our little kitty friend did try to cut through the back, and she pulled you in by your throat before letting you go, just letting you know that she was aware of your situation. The rest of you guys essentially ran back to Ulteria, where your house was, where you met with the Lord of Ulteria and Cassandra. And that's where you guys kind of left off after, obviously there was a lot of dialogue and things like that happened with Cora and Rath being met at the gates of Ulteria. But all in all, it was mainly just, at this point, you guys are just kind of getting to know each other. I think you guys have made your way back to your actual house, right?
Yeah.
Up north. So you guys are all the way in the Reckon Oasis, a little bit north of Reckon Oasis, where your homestead is.
You got to see your memories of being a large dragon.
Oh, that's true.
As well as memories of one other thing, but I can't think of what it was.
It was flying over Alcarantha.
Well, I remember that, but there was something else. I think that was more God related, less than that. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm just imagining.
So, where we left off,
were some people at Wreck and Oasis? Didn't I stay with Rain back?
No, I teleported all back.
Okay, so we're all just chilling.
They teleportation circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're still in the front yard, right?
You are.
That's when you cry.
Oh, she,
Oh,
yeah,
I would have
What's
thought.
your name, Craig?
No,
Oh, you're correct. You remember this, yes.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
first
right,
ordered
it's
it.
red.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I did, okay, I did have one thing that I wanted to retcon if at all possible.
Okay, but I think we played Beecher exactly as she would have done it.
The only, I think y'all played her perfectly. I think that the crying is like absolutely.
Also, if you think about it, the card was a retcon, so.
Okay, you know, it was just one thing.
What's up?
It's DC Universe.
So, okay, it's been a while. You, well, it's been a while. You took, Elion was on the outside of that door, right, to like stop people from.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Don't ask me where he is.
His corpse was.
But yes, his corpse was.
This was-
When you brought him up, was it just completely bone? Did he have any clothing, cloth at all on him?
It was rotted flesh. Yeah, it was all
So no
just
cloth.
no cloth.
Okay, never mind. I don't need to retcon it then.
Yeah, he was a zombie. He'd been in the ground long enough that all that's gone.
Oh, that's fine, okay. I just making sure.
Yeah, you need a little bit of dangly flesh, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys are back home. I think at this point, y'all had just left the teleportation circle to walk back inside. So
Well, no,
Yeah.
because we were inside because he showed me the memories on my tour, so we had made it in.
No, maybe.
That happened before we
that
went.
was before.
Yeah.
and y'all went.
Wreck and Oasis.
Oh, before you went to Ulterior.
Because then you guys went to Wreck and Oasis and talked to Java, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
found
yeah.
out that
The last thing we did was undo the thing on you.
yeah,
We
Cecil
walked
isn't
away,
there
we were all like,
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, I don't like that. Well, I don't like your spell that you did earlier.
Oh, the other thing he remembered was he knew Mercury.
Yes, well, yeah, and I was like, hold on a minute, you remember it being more. And I was like, that's not cool.
Wasn't a skinny.
well, let's get-
Mercury
Yeah,
was
like Mercury was gonna
fit.
show like, it's been a long time, old friend. I went on a vegan diet.
Oh, that makes sense. Only 8 vegans? I got it.
It's real bitch, it's a lot of beans and proteins from odd places.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
Uh,
Literally, it's a whole new world.
And she still has her one eye thing.
Sage is probably gonna wanna make a couple phone calls in her room using her silent spell. I have 4. I'm gonna call Centria first. Say, it's been a while. I wanted to check in and see where you were and how you are.
Who is this?
Centria.
Centria. She doesn't know who I am?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
that.
I actually
I'm
just had that
kidding.
thought, I was like,
I'm
wait,
kidding.
Oh, okay.
God damn it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
But you didn't say who it was when you were calling.
And she doesn't know you as an adult, she has a child.
Well, shit, yeah, but we
Well,
didn't
you
act it
met,
a few
yeah.
times. Yeah. I mean, maybe
We'll
she
assume
doesn't
she
know me.
recognizes your voice.
If she doesn't know me, she doesn't.
That would be
But-
so funny. God.
Oh, trust me, I tried. I thought of a way to take her memories away, and I was like, it just wouldn't make sense. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't change with Freya at all. I tried though. Okay. Where you said where are you and what else?
How are you doing?
Oh. Well, I'm doing okay. Getting used to my new dwarf body. My voice keeps getting more raspy,
I like that.
and people keep asking me to do chores that I've never been asked to do. Also, I'm in Findlewind.
I'm not gonna respond. And then.
She didn't ask.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just checking in, making sure she's okay. You know, I take that back. I am gonna respond. I'm gonna say,
This will use your second charge of your sending.
I have 4.
I know, this will use your second charge.
Yeah, so it'll be the second charge. And then I'm gonna say, let me know if you need anything, I'm glad to say. Just leave it there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna call Fenrir also. And just say, Father, all is good here. I'm sorry it took me so long to reach out. Are you and Arabella safe?
Well, I believe the war is over, and so far we're safe. I'm glad to hear from you. How's your sister?
I'm not gonna respond to that.
She's dead.
I said something.
Arabella, she's dead.
No, I'm gonna say
I already did a sentence spell the other day for There's a no.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
So that's all I'm doing. She's just gonna
I was like,
maybe after a few minutes kind of collect herself and go join the rest of the group, but just realizing and remembering her parents, she like, had a little moment of panic where it's like, shit, I don't know how they are, I need to check in, so.
Anything else? Okay, everyone else, is there anything you guys want to do?
I wanna, where are you at, Andrew?
I imagine I would have gone to my room.
Okay, I'm gonna go and knock on Benjamin's door.
Hello.
It's just looking like a glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has to have like a sherry in a glass right here, just
Actually, yeah, I'm just saying.
The fire on.
with like a robe. Just
Oh my god.
it's been like 3 minutes, and he's already like.
He's already just like ready to
I can
go.
still imagine it's just glowing in happily. So
It's coming back. It's coming back. He's almost got like actual steady fur now.
I just feel like you go out and pose the raven because it's a huge fire with one chair and he's sitting there.
Yes, that's how I'm
Like a
sitting, and you
giant-
knock, I'm just saying, it's open. So
Never won't talk.
He's facing the fire. Just
Oh my god.
you just see it,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just a
Just-
line.
Just a little itty bitty paw.
God,
Okay, well then I'll walk in and I'm gonna go stand next to you. You're sitting down. Okay. I'm gonna hold up my hand and say, I want everyone's right.
Why?
Because Zenro received his vengeance. You received your vengeance with Balaam. It's my turn.
Good answer, you know. I just wanted to know why, you know.
First time I answered, nothing to do with it, don't worry.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
okay, so I'm gonna take it, just. And then I'll walk out. That's it.
you got it.
it sounded like you wanted to fight, but that
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah. I really wanted that after I watched that, yeah, after I watched it back. I wanted it, so.
And as you're like walking out, I'm like, if you need any help killing.
I'm here.
Probably
Please.
My other blade's also really happy to kill too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm why? But like not for Zen or just Seamus, why would you want it? Because like it had no ties to you though.
Yes, I know, but
You just feel like it's been
it's
a
got some sort of
place
vengeance.
marker of
Yeah,
like justice. Okay.
yeah.
That's interesting.
So sword eventually get me first.
Well, yeah, I was like, it had nothing more than
No,
arrow, but it's about to turn into like
Oh, absolutely.
a bad thing.
It's, yeah. And it's just the only thing that, you know, because it was something that you carried with you for so long, wanting vengeance.
I felt that I had made it clean with this and like giving his body back to his soul. I was like, you know, for me, I was like, I'd spent so many years being mad at the fucking dude that like at the end of it all, I'm just like, you know what, he's dead. I'm already dead.
I'm going
Our souls are
opposite.
going wherever we're going. Yeah,
I'm going opposite.
we met each other and they're like, you have horns, like you're dead. I was genuinely curious, like
Yeah. I guess we'll see later on.
it's rendered clean of the blood of my life, so you can do with it what you wish.
Yeah, we'll see.
Uh-oh.
You're like, why is it weird?
Say his name wrong, just to spite him. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay. Anyone else?
What time of day is it?
I mean, probably like daytime. Yeah, it's not like nighttime or anything.
I'm already drinking. It's a little-
It's probably like 9:30, 9:40.
Okay.
Just kidding. It's probably like in the middle of the day.
Wait, what point are we in?
I'm making the rest of it, so.
Oh, I do want to add a couple things there. I want to add a tea set. I didn't have that before.
A tea set?
Well, because I have a herb garden.
Urban Gerben.
Okay. And so I'm like, actually I make tea. I was like, well, I don't really have anything to make tea with, and just have the herbs. So I was like, let me get the tea set.
That's fine. Okay.
So I'll find her and make a tea.
Yeah. So I mean,
in the bathroom.
make some herb tea.
And
Uh,
Leslie.
yeah, the two of you guys. Where are you going?
I'm
Who are you
asking
spying on?
I think I told you guys maybe at the end, maybe not.
Well, Leslie.
If there's a place where you want to sleep, just imagine what it is. I would suggest with a door first, because it's easiest. And then it will make itself so. The farther into it you go.
I just think.
That's how I came up with mine.
I'll walk around.
That was a
Have
correct
a good
premise.
spot. Is that correct? I think that's the way it is. Shape-wise.
You shaking
We'll
your
see.
head.
Certainly try.
Shape-wise.
That's what
Really try.
That's what I was told.
Shape-wise. So I guess I'll go to, I gotta pull the map.
There's a first floor,
Yeah.
or second floor.
Yeah,
You could-
okay. I guess I'll go to the first floor. I haven't even thought this far through, guys. And I'll make. Am I able to kind of make it like a misty door? Is that possible? It's almost like misty that
Like dry ice is constantly
kind of, yeah, like almost like smoke, but then you walk through it. Is that possible to do?
Yeah.
I mean, my door's like a L, you just go right through like a
Yeah, his is just a big triangle.
semi-permeable.
True, okay, so then I'll make mine so it's like a misty door that you can't see through, but it definitely looks like phasing in and out. And then just go on through and it'll be really dark in there. And then the whole room goes black, except for like a few flames above. And then just a black bed, black desk. That's about it. I don't need much.
Evil.
Not anymore.
Are there literally to be whispers in the corners? It's like, I know.
Yeah. So as you start to think of this room starts to manifest itself where you're looking, and you walk inside. It's everything you just imagined: black desk, couple of flames,
Oh, and I want a huge trunk of goodies.
like candies and stuff.
No, like tricks.
Tchotchkes?
Yeah, well, no, like, you know, farting things or like.
Oh, like
trickster
prank
things.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
Pranksters.
prankster
The magical
items,
element.
you know, pretty much an endless supply of whatever I want, and I can pull it out of this trunk.
Fair enough.
I mean, obviously nothing like OP.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can do whatever sort of pranks you want. I don't think there's an overpowered prank.
Right, so.
Uh,
Oh, well, now. Let's not go too far.
The record me still needs to die. so-
he's over here like shatter would be a overpowered prank.
So I just think. That's not very interesting. And so I just think of a white room, like a white. It's like so-
With like padded.
No,
Yeah.
no pads, but
like Jim Carrey when he talks to God
just a white space.
with
like-
one file cabinet.
Well, just a white space. And then just walks in, sits there,
No bed.
Very cozy.
just lays down. on the floor.
Just
Yeah,
lays on the
playing
floor.
the opposite, but it just worked out.
Well,
As I think it'll change.
if you guys want to go visit their rooms, either bring a flashlight or a bed.
Flashlight or sunglasses.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else before we move on?
I think at some point, if we're just kind of milling about, I probably would go into Zinra's room and, for fear of losing my memories again, probably put as many memories as I possibly could into your space.
Database.
Yeah, so just, I'm uploading some memories.
You probably would see my doors open and I'm working. I'm kind of like, I see like dipping a brush. And I'm seemingly working on a painting that I think was like halfway done in my description last time with me, Sakina, and Aubrey, where she's sitting in a chair. You probably see me every once in a while look over. Memories are yours, so I'm not gonna bother. Cool. Unless you need me.
Cool. All right. Well, at this point, everyone in this house remembers Freyr, remembers seeing his face change to Wyam. You remember watching the horns grow out of his head. You remember everything that happened in Athena, in Fjordstown, in Athos Beach. But it all feels different. It feels like you know that it's wrong because you just saw it play with your own eyes. You saw the fates change, but there's still something familiar about the world, but it's all different, right? Knowing that Crete has reigned victorious in this war, you don't quite understand what that means for you in your position at the moment. Crete is pretty much well known for Venovia, which is their main capital, but they have lots of other cities: Athena, Fort Darien, Fjordstown. Morrowgast is kind of a Cretan settlement, even though it's in Fithian territory. Reckon Oasis. All these places are Cretan. But now, with Crete winning the war, Fendelwin, Ulteria, Jorvik, all these places are now technically Cretan territories as well. So there's a lot you guys can explore. What do you want to do? It's kind of an open world at this point.
That's scary.
Not at all.
Shane is ready.
Oh,
I was hoping
I'm so ready.
Well, there's someone standing outside our door with an exclamation point on their head.
Hello, Hydra.
Hello, weary traveler.
Just look and walk up to you. For you.
Welcome to this Dave and Buster's.
So speaking as Adam of his wrath, what did we still have to get done?
I was about to ask that.
I mean, I know things have changed now, so we don't have to rescue Wyatt anymore. No offense.
We can still go after med school.
Go after med school.
You
I
get messy.
can get us to an Irish plan. We can also figure out if your dad knows anything about why.
But we also might need more information about how do you kill med school? Med school is technically a god.
Not technically.
That actually,
Now they had the touch.
But we also,
Could look for the soul.
but we've also heard several times from Luna that killing may not be the answer, so I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's another way to get rid of med school.
Each god has their own philosophy.
but that might be something, actually.
I know,
I'm sure if we
but
ask
I'm sure there's some reason he's saying this, besides just letting her not
Well,
kill anymore.
Let's give him a reason to see if Elias is cool with peace. Elias, are we cool? Or is this very much an ask first, ask questions later?
Ask first.
I like it.
No,
Okay,
just
well.
I'll cross rescue Wyatt off. Well,
You should
listen,
have
I-
rescued that, take that out and put kill one, it would have been fun.
Well, killing is rescuing. We're kind of rescuing his soul from his body.
Right.
And that could be figured out.
Yes.
And damning it to damnation.
Oh, also Mercule said that soul may be the only way to defeat Orion,
Yeah, I'm still
something with
I'm still
soul.
rattling with that.
So we
one.
could take a trip
Yeah.
to, what's the place, the holy city of soul?
That's
Cause
Jaru.
soul may be
Might be more
Orion's.
information there.
That's where my mom met my dad.
So
Oh,
it might be a good thing to
Might
take a
be
trip
good.
there.
Yeah, we need a lot of research.
Yeah.
I'm
I
also
do.
curious, and I don't know if this is something that we could ask, but does Rath know anything about med school? Because he knows Mercule, he knows Almirante.
It could.
Ask the DM.
It would be,
Ask
the DM.
But maybe that's something,
I would probably need to see him
Mm.
if I need to,
Trigger it.
I need to trigger something, but I
Okay.
mean, I can learn about him, but I don't know.
Does anybody have
Right.
illusion?
Well, we have your memory room.
We do, but it's black
They're
and
like
white.
shadows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to really.
Could draw a
But-
picture.
I'm painting. I
Yeah.
can draw him a picture of, have I seen him?
I would think that Zinro
You've
would
seen it.
probably
Yeah.
ask if we're convening as a
Yeah.
group to determine what our next step
Well,
is.
my imagination is we are all having this conversation. around
Yes.
Like the word.
That's how I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of just like.
Raph is definitely sitting cross-legged on the table.
Well, you know what?
I have major image I
I
create.
actually,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
I actually
he said he
drew,
painted
I drew
that
Mezgul in my journal. The
Yeah.
very first time I saw him, when I had the
So you
nightmare.
should-
That's why you sent me that photo way back then.
Right.
So I can show you that later. But I will say real quick, I will send a message to Silex and ask him, now that the war is over, victory has been claimed for you. Are you intended to return with Kree? Or are you busy? I'll leave him up to that. So.
Can we give your room away?
Silex.
My head is like swiveling.
I know, right?
Okay, so then I would need some questions answered of Silence. So what happened after the war for Silence? Was that is that a conversation with Raph or
Sorry, conversations what?
does that need to happen in your office? Of like, what happened to Silence and Kree?
Yeah, so Silence and Kree, you guys are currently in Findlewin,
Okay.
because that's where the final battle was, and you guys are currently there still recuperating and, you know, helping rebuild and
Does my father still need me there?
I mean, he's asked that you help with the war efforts, which do not stop when the
I mean,
fighting
the
starts.
the war might be done, but it's not gonna be other battles
Yeah.
and stuff.
And there's a certain amount of assumption for me as Seamus, like going like, you know, just because the war's over doesn't mean everything's settled.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I would, so in response to do. For the time being, my father still requests my presence and arming the Cretan military is taking time, so
Oh. You also have to deal with the potential rebellion problem.
so for the time being, I think
Other people don't usually enjoy it when someone else takes it.
be staying in Pendleton. Now, if you require help, please reach out. But that was it.
It's like 25
Okay.
minutes instead of it.
So,
But no, I would-
if you need help, please do it.
No, I would send a message back going, glad to hear that you and Kree presumably well. If we need your help and vice versa, you can reach out to us.
Thank you. We will keep in touch.
I will for the rest of
So as long as my father needs me to arm, I mean, I'm assuming there's a point where it's like armed enough
Mhm.
to kind of step away. Then
Like I
fine.
said, at the moment, you're there to help with, you know, end of war efforts, but there's also an open rebellion against Crete versus Crete right now. Which Silex would know, but no one else would know about right now. So.
Right, that's fine.
War.
I know.
Congratulations,
Wait,
high
wait,
five,
wait.
go fuck yourself. All right, we're back at this again.
Yeah.
Well, then I will say, Cyrus will definitely go inside his father, right? Like that would be decided on the choose.
Yep.
But that is a good thing or bad thing. Cyrus will go inside his father.
Sweet.
Did you show me the picture as Raph or
What?
the picture of Mescal?
Well, she had some.
Well, then you can.
Well, I imagine it's gonna be more, well, yeah, I guess we're on the room, I go, well, you knew of Mezgul, I mean, you of Mercury. The dragon I'm not familiar with, but I show you this kind of fairly crass, but you can get the idea with the red eyes and the glowing kind of volcanic feel to it. Do you happen to know Mercury's brother, Mezgul? I show it to him.
Do you let me take the journal?
Yeah.
Oh, we're kind of like
Sage's life.
And then like, I'll kind of just settle calmly, I'll put my hand on top of the picture. Do I remember anything?
History check.
So do you like not have your memories?
That's a 1, so no.
Oh.
Yeah,
Doesn't
okay.
rec- don't-
You don't
don't-
really know
Yeah, you can recognize
Nope.
Maybe I could work on my drawing.
It's like smeared a little bit with the oils on his hand now.
No, yeah, it's been there for.
yet. Do you have to touch it? Because maybe if we go here and I were
Right,
playing, we
it's
can
all-
get you to
it's all
touch
about
his
feel.
school and maybe.
I
hold his-
felt like I
Touch
touched
his
Just touch his little toe or
And I
something.
could take out the eye.
Don't.
No.
let me do that.
All right,
No,
now.
I'll touch it, just.
All right, now.
I'll keep
No,
that
sorry.
secret.
Yeah, we don't trust them yet.
That's
Or
his,
go ahead, brother.
that's his brother.
Do you take out the eye?
Oh
No.
Yeah, box
We were
of
debating, he
shady.
said
So,
Petra,
Now with it.
what do you need? There's a lot happening here.
she needs to go to fake.
My,
Ugh.
I think,
I'm really
to
worried
be
about
perfectly honest, I'm ready for a distraction from everything that just happened outside, so. Yeah, thanks, Brad.
I'm curious, did you get everything?
You know who your item is from? Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you remember
Do you know
that
who your mom?
Freya was once? And then now.
Yes.
They remember, they had no memory of that.
Yeah.
Do you remember who I am? We go real back.
Yeah,
Best friends.
don't think that's right, but yes,
No, best friends.
I remember, I think I remember everything. I'm not feeling any gaps. I don't feel confused anymore. Don't appreciate the yelling, by the way. That wasn't great.
I appreciate you yelling.
You're welcome.
But yes, I remember everything. I also remember why I was in the water. And why my eyes blue. It seems I have given myself over to Olmo.
We found her, she was.
Oh, I was pretty right.
You were cuz.
Yeah, who's Elmo?
No. He controls the sea.
She's betrothed.
To a god.
The sea
I
what?
thought that you were a.
At this point, I know who that is, I don't have to make a check.
Yes, not anymore. I made a promise to Olmo. He's been reaching out for a while. It seems that Centria also pledged herself to him early on, and that's where her memories went. That's why she doesn't remember.
Did she drown the same way that you did?
Different circumstances, but that's how she met him, I think. I'm a little unclear on the details, but I do have some vague dreams of her drowning in some sort of accident.
So I guess it's not a matter of bringing somebody back that their memories are lost, just in this one case for you and Olmo.
Mine was a bit more of a fulfilling a promise, it seems like. I don't know how Olmo found Centria. Maybe that's something.
I'm familiar with promises with God, so.
Yeah.
Understand.
You get that, But in order to pledge myself, I did not realize that that meant taking my memories until I was already dead, and at that point, I had to fulfill my promise, so. I don't know what that means, my eye is still blue, but I would imagine I have some searching to do.
How does Luna feel about that?
Luna hasn't.
I imagine the same way Soul felt about me during the shift to Mercury.
Not my God, not my brother.
But I can say that Olmo fulfilled some promises that Luna never did, so.
Feel the same way. Do you wish to return to the water soon?
Yes, if time allows,
I
I'd
pull
like to.
out this little folded piece of paper that looks like a book.
Just for, Cyrus gave most of what was in his bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got, if you guys are curious, I've
Now
got
it has it.
We have our.
79 pounds of dragon glass. I put the worth of value of diamonds and stuff. Otherwise, there wasn't really much left in it. It wasn't Silex specific. And then I have a total gold value as far as our bank goes, 116,000 gold. So,
Yeah,
So,
so.
Shay, I have a
because I
question.
got to keep 90 of it.
Yeah, well,
For Cora, is that still a significant amount, or is that like,
Oh, yeah, that's a very significant.
Okay, even to me.
That's a,
still-
yeah, so I mean, wealthy in this kind of world, 100 to 200 gold pieces is like pretty wealthy,
Okay.
right? 1,000 gold pieces is like, that's real money.
Okay.
Tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands is like money that regular people will never see,
Okay.
you know, unless you're a high lord or
Or high level adventure party.
exactly,
Yeah.
or kill an ancient dragon.
I came across,
Everything I had that wasn't Silence's individual is with Zinro or in the Forge. So.
Like I described.
So the bow, the items, the potions.
I will say, Zinro, I did get I think I have some more clarity on that glowing orb, because that's
Okay,
what
yeah.
I found down at the bottom of the ocean, was a giant glowing blue orb.
What, oh, from what we saw in the water.
I don't
Well,
know
I
if
mean,
it's the same, but.
When we came down to retrieve you, there was nothing but darkness down there. There was no glowing orb or anything of that nature.
Do I remember the name
Okay.
of them?
Maybe it's just for you.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, we rolled that already.
oh, good deal.
I know the name almost.
Oh.
His memories are different than his knowledge.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's the best way to put it, honestly.
Yeah.
that's why seeing or trigger memory. but
Yeah.
Names.
Like, I know what Jesus
figured
Christ is.
18
No, I saw him
times.
walking on it. Yeah. His shoes are really thick though.
Two C's.
Yeah, I just rolled.
Oh, I hate it when I hit my foot on the back of it. And you're like, who knew the back of my heel hurts so much?
So as I don't know, what is the goal? Do we want to go get knowledge? Do we want to go get?
Yeah, you have knowledge.
Because Jarul, I would say is a good place. Zinro's been there.
I say gently because I wanna
Two
go
birds, one
see,
stone.
I wanna go see if I can connect somehow to my daddy.
Okay.
Well, I offer the vote to you nonetheless. And say, if you ever intend to take this out, it does require, I think the first formation of it requires at least a few people to wear it. Because it's small, I think it holds like 5 people, and then there's 3 configurations. So since you were the water-based person, you can have that. I don't have a specific name of it. Folding boat is this what it's
Yeah,
called.
folding boat is-
That's what I had.
There's a command word for closing, there's a command word for small boat,
Yeah,
and then there's a command for boat that holds 15 people.
I think it's up to 30 actually.
Shit.
It could be.
It could be.
I just remember
I just remember like there was a small, medium, and
There's
big.
a
Yeah.
small, medium, large, and disassembled.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Yeah, and if you no offense, but hopefully you don't go alone next
No,
time.
I will not make that mistake again. I would.
yeah, you just kind of
appreciate-
walked out.
She flew.
Yeah, I forgot you saw that.
You're watching all the way from back there.
Well, he's been watching a minute.
I watched when your friends got kidnapped,
Why are you watching this?
because you were interesting.
People think I'm creepy.
What was interesting about us?
You almost bumped into me outside the car.
What on earth?
Retcon.
You guys- I was really happy when you guys didn't show the fox.
That's you.
No, it wasn't me, it was like me. So yeah, I watched you guys a lot.
Yeah. Put all the puzzle pieces together in the puzzle, and you're like, I don't recognize this.
And well,
Please,
we plan
please,
on
please.
leaving tomorrow, maybe do some preparing and.
Well, one of the gates does go to Java.
We have
We
horses.
could easily go to that.
Yeah, horses.
Did we officially buy those, or are they expecting those back?
We bought them.
Yeah, we bought them.
I think we have 6.
Logistics, not really my thing. I'm very slow. And that's
Mhm.
I'm sure there's 6.
I don't know if the cart's here, I don't know where the cart is.
I
We
don't
bought
know,
6
so
of them.
far, we lost that along the way.
That one horse and that cart, somewhere in the middle of the wild.
It was a really nice cart, though. You guys had a great one.
We did,
we did pay a premium.
we did, yeah.
But we have money to do other things. Do we need anything before we go? And we just got done with a rather intense moment.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
just,
quick-
I'd appreciate maybe just a night to prepare.
I'll cook. And he'll, Rath will run into the kitchen and like watching like Harry Potter, like a really nice dinner, just like.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I also want.
It's like a
Very
Ron Weasley's
gracious,
house.
very-
Like-
Fan colorful.
I
Right.
would
I'll
probably,
do all pretty colors and the food is not gonna look normal.
Why is this apple black?
Tastes great.
Like
But
this
it's
actually
just stays
pizza
neon
and
green,
cookies
like,
are like
oh,
chicken.
yay.
Yeah. I want things to like, yeah, like a chicken tastes like pizza and like,
An apple
Yeah.
tastes like marshmallows.
Like some
exactly,
Lost
that's,
Boys
this is what we're gonna do.
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
She probably would go over to Vitra and Zinro and say, if you need me while you guys are cooking, I will be down at the water, not far out.
I love how like y'all just met them and you're already letting them cook for you in your
Oh, I'm
kitchen.
not eating any of this food.
Huh?
I'm not eating any of that food. Darius would rather eat dirt.
The children are
Serious
serious.
is not like.
Hey, me neither, guy. Me neither.
No, he does not. No.
I mean, a marshmallow flavored apple sounds terrible.
Conductor style, and just food on the walls and shit, it's just a mess.
I will go to who's the
Well,
magic
not
person in this town.
Oh, and no one's in the town. You guys are at the house.
Oh, no, I mean, like, but Hefe's at the Record Oasis, right? Is that it?
Yeah, Hefe and Java.
Which, didn't y'all set up a portal inside of the bar?
We did, we set up a teleportation.
Mhm.
I don't wanna have to ask him to cast teleport unless he doesn't want to. But it's like an 8-hour walk there or something ridiculous.
10
I mean, you have a horse, so make it 4 hours.
I guess if anybody wants to, the next day, go with me to the Record Oasis to maybe buy some supplies. I don't need healing potions, but maybe somebody else do if they have any around.
Okay.
As well as maybe look into see if we can find some sort of magical item or something that could dispel magic. Because unless I get on physical contact, or if Rath has dispel magic, if he's assumedly helping us in battles going forward, prayer, wine, crater will be all correct.
I do, but if you wanna take a look and see if there's any more magical spells from you, then it's always good.
Do you need them in scrolls like I've seen wizards,
Uh,
or do you just learn?
so Raph will kind of like pull up his shirt and you just see all the words inscribed on his body. So I just need the scroll and then I'll do it myself.
Do you happen to know what the average cost is? Because as player, he kind of just comes to me.
No,
Well, then
I used to steal a lot.
Did you do those yourself? Did it hurt?
I don't remember.
we need a.
What'd you say,
I'm
Mandy?
gonna go to my room.
Everybody's more badass.
I can.
Don't worry, we're coming here.
Oh my God, no. She comes up with a.
Yeah. I don't think you're supposed to do that with a dagger.
It'll only hurt a lot.
She's like a mallet in her dagger. There's no ink. She's just like, I'm ready.
I think it's red, because that's what color your blood. Pain's only temporary. It really doesn't. Yeah.
So I'm
I'll
stealing
do
my
that.
lines.
It's all right.
Are you going right now?
I can send you, I can't
Can't
bring
send
you
you
back.
which I might as well take the horse if that's the case, so I can get there and back. If you wanna come with, okay, welcome.
I'll come.
You're more than welcome.
Are we all going, or are we eating dinner out? I made all this food.
No, I could travel through the night. You know, well, I guess that's potentially dangerous.
If we wait till after dinner, I can take all of us.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if that's, yeah, I just don't want you to have to use too much.
It's fine.
You know what? You're the new person, you gotta pay your dues.
There you go.
We're good.
Okay, we'll wait in the morning.
Back to cooking.
And also take no offense if I don't eat, I don't consume food or drink.
Can you put an apple in your mouth? Yes, you can. So you'll eat.
Just fuck up teeth instead.
As you opened it, I'm gonna grab an apple and shove it in there like a Ta-da!
Pull it out, there's like a couple teeth on there. Ooh.
Instantly take it, grab your teeth and put them in my bag. I'm like, I'll see
Oh,
those teeth.
That's so weird.
We'll come and me later.
Thank you.
Luna, give me guidance.
That's my plan.
So we're leaving tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
If we're leaving tomorrow, I'll come back. I just want some.
You doing the boat thing tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down.
Then I will just watch from the side of the cliff, because I don't know what it's gonna.
All right, so
I'm a little worried about you trying to go back to the ocean after we literally just went through your whole memory thing.
I'm not gonna go that far down. It's gonna be fine, Zaris. I'm
You
just gonna
literally
go-
died last time you did this.
but I went really far out, like really, really far out. I'm just gonna, I just wanna go.
And you were sleepwalking. I mean, it was like a whole thing. It was a little weird.
I
You know?
get it. I mean, do you wanna come with me?
Oh yeah, might as well. I like to fight things.
Okay.
I'll go fight your god.
That'll be fun. That's gonna be
It's an interesting group of people that
Yeah.
really have not spent much
I know, I'm
time
kinda like,
together.
yeah, I'm like, all right, well, let's do it. And I'm gonna follow you around.
Okay, well,
Just like-
at this moment, I'm just going to, I'll take a few minutes, because I know she's gonna take the time to get out of the water.
Do you wanna come too?
No, I'll let you enjoy your time alone with your God,
And Zip?
however you feel it.
And Zip.
Hopefully, your powers are still there.
I guess we'll see. Do you want me to come? You could come if you want.
No, I don't know.
Think it up. Yeah.
I just wanted to be awkward.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, I got this new staff, so I'm trying to hit people with it, like how bad it's not.
Benjamin's gonna go to the training
Some
grounds
bodies that go in the
and
ground.
train, because he's getting an itch to kill.
You want me to help?
So, there's nobody around, so I'm just gonna like, start stabbing.
Yeah, so when you go to the training grounds, you can essentially create scenarios to train against. So you're able to picture multiple bandits, charging you, 4v1, and you can
Yeah, so
practice
I'm
battling
gonna
them.
have like 6 guys around me that I'm just like stabbing, like, moving up here, stabbing this guy. And, like, fighting them.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna sneakily follow them in the air and greater visibility.
You wanted to do this alone, but now you have 4.
now there's
You seem to be
an
very concerned.
It's fine.
I'm just interested.
Yeah,
All I'm doing is watching from the cliff top, so you could be like a mile away from me.
yeah, I wasn't gonna go that far out, like just enough to like float a little, like.
Correction, we are watching.
Okay, great. Great, we love an audience.
Eyes are right on you.
Lucky for you, I don't need any teeth, but might I ask, why are you keeping mine?
Yeah, I don't know when it'll come in handy.
Okay. I don't want to be too blunt, but you seem very
Chipper?
creepy. And as somebody who's a undead, zombie like myself.
chipper. Creepy.
Well, you're very straight. I'm trying not to bet. It's not like I could be like, hey, why are you a rogue? No, it's just like
Why are you a rogue?
what you
Really good at killing things.
you spend time with your uncle in Ontario a lot.
Do I mean, doesn't matter, okay.
I was gonna say, I just.
You've been there like 2 or 3 times. Still.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
their
not like-
family, but nothing to do with that.
Yeah, parents.
Yeah, I have parents, I have a mom and a dad, 2 sisters and a brother.
Normal conversation. Okay. There's
Do you have a mom and a
peculiars.
dad? I'm assuming you do, that was the people, right, that were hugging?
Yes, that was, yes, my mother and father.
Cause that's not creepy to have statues of your parents.
No, they do that all the time in graveyards. They're called memorials.
You have bodies in the room too?
No. I didn't have the fortune of bearing either one of them. I don't know what the remains are, actually. Neither of my wife's, in case you were curious.
I didn't know you were married.
I was one.
Next.
I guess you could say I still have. In fact, I'll put it that I have, yes.
I mean, technically.
Mandy, stop!
That's the kind of character you're not helping. You're
Well,
just feeling guilty with your looks.
When you give someone your love and they give you your own soul without you realizing it, then you are forever with her. As is with my halls that you saw, her name is on one of the doors forever. As I am on hers, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't ever want to give my soul to somebody.
Takes a lot of patience and dedication. I'll point down towards Sage. Some are still finding their way. There's a lot of questions, but for me, it was I got quick answers, so that allowed me to do such things. You're not demanded to give your soul away. It's yours to keep. Unless it belongs to someone already.
Cora.
Yeah.
You see one.
Oh. Great, okay. So I'm instantly, is it like right next to us or is it?
You see it, you're looking at Zenro and you see it kind of moving its way towards where the fighting grounds are, like watching Benjamin.
Okay, so I see that. And I'm gonna look up at you. And I'm gonna say, do you, you're dead, obviously. Look at you.
Arms are all bony.
Right.
I'm just like peeling off my face.
How do you feel right now? Do you ever,
Do you mean like
do you,
warm or uncomfortable?
yeah, like, obviously, there's this guy that you hang out with, right? He deals with dead people.
I wouldn't say I hang out with him. He's a deity, and I praise and give worship to in exchange for divine sort of powers. But as far as how I feel, my body, you can touch me, and I feel pressure, but no pain. I feel, I guess you would say, empty in a way, but not hurting.
Do you ever see things?
I see a beautiful sunset, the rippling waves, you and I.
And that's it.
Alright, I'm
This
gonna
shot of death. you
I'm
don't
even
ever
gonna
see
take a
anything?
perception check around to see if I see anything.
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
So 16.
Yeah, you see everything that you were currently looking at.
I see like, so yeah. Well, I mean, I turn around, I see Benjamin, like if he's outside.
Yeah, you see him fighting.
I see Benjamin, and he's working on being a even more interesting vigilante. So definitely.
He's
I should probably
holding
talk-
his like alcohol as he's slashing through.
Yeah.
Balancing.
I should probably talk to him about that, and see if maybe he'd be willing to donate some bodies I could use. This
Yeah.
seems rather cross that I accidentally brought somebody back that was related to Vitra, and that's I didn't know it, unfortunately, but I think criminals, most people probably wouldn't miss.
So she's gonna look back to where she sees it, and then look back to you, and she's just gonna sigh. And probably the most somber you've ever seen her, and be like, why doesn't anybody ever see it? And then it's like, well, I gotta go, I'll talk to you later. And then I'm gonna start heading off that direction and start hunting again.
Towards him?
Nope.
Not towards him.
Oh, towards him, yeah, I guess in that direction.
But I was saying.
But yeah,
towards the
that's
direction
Should
we
I
saw.
plug in?
Your battery is running out. So what do you say? Wait, you don't know. All I know is she sees one of them now.
It's probably like a soul, like a ghost or something.
I have my
We don't know.
suspicions
We
that
don't-
she.
we don't know.
Others guessing.
Well, she had already dropped the thing. I mean, it's like, I don't like memories because it ties people. And I've already thought about that as in her, like, oh, I get where you're going with this.
Right, yeah.
There's not
We all are
issue.
different. This is also like Cora's gonna really like you.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky you.
See what the range is on this. I'm gonna just for the hell of it, before she leaves, before you like really get out of range, I'll just be like, I don't think we probably did this, and I'll shake your hand, if that's okay. It was
Okay.
good to talk with you. And I'll cast protection from evil and good on you, as you kind of get this weird feeling of, I don't know, like kind of like whatever shadow you might see or whatever I'm thinking you're seeing, kind of like goes through you or something. Just for the next 10 minutes, you're immune to fear, charm, possession.
Right.
Just because
As you do
I
that,
have no idea what she's getting at,
as you do that,
unless you want to stop me.
I'm gonna let you do it, and I'm gonna be like, I don't even know if anything's gonna happen, we're gonna test it out. But I'm like, do you want to come with me?
Xeris is with you.
Yeah.
I go, I guess we'll have to leave things up to faith. Sure.
Okay, follow me. And so I'm gonna keep holding your hand. We're gonna start skipping off.
This is, I got back on my knees.
And
You're seeing like sand, gravel.
I'm just gonna
That's
swing
what it
your
actually
hand
sounded
and
like.
skip on off and go.
I click my boots of speed if I have to keep up. Where's that song from?
And so we're gonna keep.
I feel like I know what
skipping.
that, I feel like that sounds familiar.
Wait, is that Hocus Pocus?
Ah,
Yeah. And so
okay. Is there a significance of this song in this world?
I mean, there is now.
there's
Well,
now.
I just meant the
There is
essence,
now.
There is now.
just the
Yeah.
essence of me running like a religion or.
No, it's totally written into the lore since the
Oh,
beginning.
D&D.
That's good.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely Tristan.
I
Yeah,
was like, I
Gary
just
Gygax
that
actually
for
wrote the
little
song
children.
into it.
Yeah, I'm seeing Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah. And so now, I mean, obviously they're not gonna see this, but okay, now that I'm up close, what do I see specifically?
So you see a boy.
Okay.
He's gonna have a little top hat. You guess probably between the ages of like 9 and 12, somewhere in that age. He's gonna have little kind of broken apart shoes. Imagine like a 1910 New York child.
Okay.
A little dust and smut on his chin and cheeks.
Any visible wounds?
So you're kind of looking him up and down, and you can't see any sort of like punctures or broken bones or splintered anything. He looks relatively healthy.
Okay.
But he's gonna see you seeing him. He's gonna kind of stop and look over at you and just freeze and wait for you to keep walking by.
And so I bring you up to the right in front of the boy, okay?
It's
How do you
interesting
see
how,
them?
it's interesting how Benjamin can fight with one hand on a dagger and the other one still holding.
Very good.
And so I'm going to be like, you're right next to me, obviously, I'm gonna bend down and say, hi, little boy.
Hello.
And I'm gonna let you look and say, just watch.
Hello.
I'm actually going to like mimicking her to try to see if she's like seeing something on a different plane. I'll try to like go down next to her, kind of like, what are we looking at? As I'm gonna look in the same.
You don't see it.
And pause real quick. It's just still learning her character.
There you go.
Minor illusion. I can, in essence, with that kind of recreate the figure of this little boy, right? Yeah. And so, go ahead. What was he gonna say?
Oh, you said hi, and he says, hello.
Okay. Let's say, Zenro, do you see ghosts?
Not in the sense it's not personal. Are you talking to one right now?
And so, no one ever can see them. I don't ever know why, only me. But I'm gonna try to show you what I see. And then I'm gonna minor illusion a little boy next to the little boy, complete replica.
Make a performance check to see how good this comes out.
Are they close enough to me that I notice any of this?
I mean, you're in the middle of fighting. I mean, you may see them walk up, but at the moment, you're probably paying attention to the guys running at you because you're like in a simulation. So like these guys seem real as they're like running at you right now.
So it's a 15.
I like to think
15?
we caught a glimpse.
Yeah,
of
it's
this,
pretty
I gotta impress them. So,
Yeah, no, you definitely are able to pull it off.
Yeah, it's 15. So you see the little boy. And so obviously I'm not gonna talk to his figure for you,
Right.
but I'm gonna keep going.
yeah, I get it.
The little boy's gonna see the little boy image pop up.
That's
What are you-
supposed to be good.
What are you doing?
Don't be scared.
Okay,
Why are you here?
I think I'm dead.
That's better than most ghosts know, so you're top of the game here, buddy.
Do I see his lips moving? Like, is she imagining him as his?
Probably not.
Probably not,
Just,
no,
just
I'm
like
just,
standing there, like,
Just kind of staring right at you.
yeah, you're just gonna be here.
I'll every once in a while,
You're
like,
very confused.
wait for, yeah, every once in a while, I'm gonna wait for the like silence in between the questions, like, and he is saying what back?
He's dead. It's pretty normal, you know, if you're a spirit, you're dead. I figured you'd know that at this point.
You're not wrong.
Okay. Hold on, I'm busy.
While she's having a conversation, I'd like to try to remember, I'm sorry. Have I heard about people who see souls?
Make a history check
Do I know anything about like,
or religion, whichever's better.
you use history, religion? I think we're both intelligence based.
So yeah, but you could have proficiencies in one.
I'm proficient in one, but I don't think I have any points with the damn one. Let's see. Yeah, that's what it is, so it's gonna be a 15.
Okay.
You've not heard of anyone who does what she's doing right now, like a medium or like talking to ghosts, but you know that Mercule has all kinds of connections with the realm of the dead and the not living.
Do I think that maybe sometimes they don't get all gathered up? So I don't think maybe about that.
Not with a 15.
Still new to it. Okay, I'll just sit and I'm gonna kind of go to the other side of you, closer to where the child illusion is. I don't know where I was, but I sit across from it
Peering in.
and I want to study it and look towards her and make sure, see if I see anything different in her eyes while she's talking or that kind of thing. I observe and
Okay.
listen.
I mean, obviously, the image that I'm doing right now isn't gonna be talking.
Well, yeah,
I'm
no,
talking
no,
to
but-
it, so it's a little weird, but
But it's a
I'm
young
staring at
child.
space, and there's a little kid on the other
Yeah.
side.
Right.
But, okay.
Yeah, and his like clothes are a little tattered. Like you can see kind of like fringe and like sear marks. Like he looks like he was like working and
Mhm.
even from a young age.
I guess as a medicine guy, do I see any signs of injury? Does it seem like he has any sort of wounds?
Okay. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna. Do you know how you died?
Yes,
Continue.
it was a fire. And no one could get me out, and the smoke was too much. And now I've been walking around, not sure where to go. I thought when you died, then you went to the gates of soul. But doesn't happen, I guess.
That's a you question. I don't actually know. I just see them all the time. But the little kid, he wants to know what happens to the souls when they die. They go to soul. They go to your dude. I mean, obviously he's here right now, so.
I know she's talking to something slightly to. So I kind of like imagine his face just over here. I go, I don't have all the answers, but unless you open yourself up to each one of the gods as they see fit, they may not claim your soul one way or the other. I know mine belongs with Mercule. Luna may claim reigns, Sage to Alma, and as you saw Eberron possibly to Soul, but a little shame in his voice crack. Don't have the answers, I don't know.
So kid, you like soul? Is that your guy?
Never met him,
Okay.
only heard of him. That's what everyone talks about.
All right, well, typically,
Oh no, I think I just
Usually-
realized. Good.
usually I help the pass along, get through this.
To where?
I don't. Yeah, but you missing a dolly, or you miss your parents, You wanna go somewhere? What do you need so I can help you pass along? I'm not very good at this.
If I knew what I needed, I wouldn't be wandering around. I don't know.
I didn't hear his response, but based on your question, I'd say, you asked me about memories
Mhm.
holding us. Is there something,
Yeah, you're picking it up, aren't you?
well, my soul probably couldn't rest unless I found my justice.
Mhm.
That could be true for everyone else.
Mhm.
Is there something he's lacking? Sorry for the
Good
interruption.
question. Thanks for your assistance.
It's $100,000 gold question. Well, it's awkward because I'm the person I'm the third wheel in the conversation.
And so, I mean, yeah, she's gonna look at him and, where, did you catch on fire right here?
No. It was in I think it was at my house,
Where's your house?
the Oasis. That's where all the kids live.
Okay, can you take me?
What? I don't have a house anymore. It burned down.
Well, take me where it was.
Do you know who did it?
We're gonna figure that out.
It was a Rathian.
Oh my God.
Rathian's soul is just like
Oh my
fucking shattering
God.
things in the next dimension.
Now we really can't go back to featherweight.
Yeah.
With Cora.
Yeah.
That was a fault.
Granted, Tristan, not Cora, you know,
Yeah.
not everyone's stuck
That
here,
was fair.
so.
But
You
yes.
wanna go to the Oasis?
Should we let other people know before we go? I mean, we're leaving tomorrow morning.
I'm not used to telling people. You just let me go off.
Well, it's a bit of a trek, either by horse or by foot. We could go tomorrow morning if he's
Up for it?
willing to stay around.
Hey, kid, do you wanna hang around with us for a little bit?
What are we doing?
I guess we're hanging out.
Do you know any
I'm
games?
making dinner.
I can't eat.
It's okay, you can chill.
Unless you feel like we need to go now.
No, he'll stick around forever. Unless I do
It's
something.
true. It's true. I will.
I can't hear you.
He's still looking at you.
All right, he'll be here, so we'll just keep the dead kid. All right, well,
Oddly
hey,
enough,
little
it's not
kid,
the
just
weirdest
hang
thing.
out, and then tomorrow morning, we're gonna head on over to the Oasis and see how you die.
Does he know where?
Go ring my ear, hold on. Not Cora.
Yeah.
There's a dead person, really. Oh, girl's house on it. Okay, go ahead.
I was like, does he know where in the Oasis we were supposed to go?
You heard the question.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
Residential district where a house was.
residential district where his house was. I'm really good at
I
repeating.
just want to
It'd be
know.
very
I
convenient.
just want to
people
know
can
to
see
make
what I see.
sure, and as I look towards the ghost now, just want to know to make sure that we visit there and that it doesn't get overlooked. It's on our way. Otherwise, we can go there tomorrow.
Cool. You wanna hold our hands?
No.
Okay. You wanna hold that kid's hand?
I hate to break the news to you, but
I'm-
within the illusion, which I'm familiar with how they work, I don't see the child.
That's why I had to make the illusion.
And
You're kind of slow.
I'm gonna dab it. And I will hold out my hand and if he can feel me and I,
So I know he's not doing that, but Cora's gonna make the make-believe illusion, grab his hand.
Yeah, the other kid is not.
Not doing it at all. But Cora's gonna make the make-believe illusion kid hold your hand, and then I'm gonna hold its other hand, and I'm like, okay, let's go.
He's gonna-
And then we're gonna skip off.
I've done my part in this game. It's time for me to be the best.
Yeah, he's like, as you guys are walking, he's gonna look up at you, Cora, and say, I'm hungry.
Which you his jaw opens.
Unhinges, yeah.
Just furious what if we're all
Yeah.
excited this first.
What are you hungry for?
I need to feed.
Nothing that says that's good.
Yeah, I need to feed, no.
Okay, this has Cora experienced this kind of.
Oh,
thing.
God.
Well,
He's staying with
This is
us.
actually.
I'm a dead body, so it's not gonna taste good.
Yeah, well, Cora's not gonna be like, all right, what do you eat? I'm like, she's not gonna know, so, well, come on.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm just gonna keep humming with it.
yeah, great, let's take him to the house, full of people.
Y'all don't know this.
I know she doesn't know this, but I do, that I will let this one, I don't know if I could determine this one entity, because I would assume the house is like, it won't let anything in. So I will think of this one entity and the child image, and I will let it in. Actually, no. I'm gonna have to be smart. I'm not gonna be really dumb. I will
Yeah, that won't work.
detect good and evil.
Oh no, that would work. I'm just saying like you
No,
can't
yeah,
you can't get into the
I
home.
can't get in. Okay. Yeah, I got. It's one of my normal.
The only
spells
person
I
that
want
can
to.
the only person that can take off the wards is Silex, and he's not here.
Oh, okay. Well, they're always active. Yeah, detect good and
Thank
evil.
God. I want
What I
to
do.
feed, yeah, no thanks.
And so I get to know if an average celestial fate feed undead. Blah 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 blah. I assume he's
He's undead.
undead.
Yeah.
But does he have like when it glows? Does it have a physical form? Do I see the actual shadow now?
I don't think so. I think you would.
I just feel the presence.
Yeah, like you're Are you detecting or protecting from?
Well, I did.
Isn't there
protection
two?
her.
There's protection from evil and good, and then there's like
Yeah,
detect good and evil,
Yeah.
which is so confusing that those are two different spells. But
No,
if you're doing
because-
detect, then yeah, you'll get kind of like this outline of the being, but you won't get specific details of what they look like.
Yeah, it says here I'll know the location within 30 feet of me, as well
Yeah, so
as
kinda
my
like-
residence.
Kind of like bleeps, you know, it beeps. It's like a little beacon. It's like UAV.
And
Are we still
do I
holding?
feel if it's inherently evil
Mm-mm.
or good? It's neutral.
Yep.
Okay.
You don't get any sort of evil or necessarily good.
So as long as it doesn't.
No
say
bad
evil.
vibes.
We can skip off and watch her in the sunset
Yep.
with the old dead child.
That's not much for it all. You look up and there's just three of us staring down at you. Are you
For some
enjoying-
reason, you can see him perfectly.
Are you enjoying your water? Timmy has to feed.
His name was Oliver.
Oliver has to feed. Oh no, please, sir. Can I have some more? Yes, you can. Oliver. There's another one.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. His name is Oliver now, for sure.
I watch that movie a lot.
You're on a fucking boat.
I'm on a boat.
Don't you?
I'm on a fucking boat.
Yeah, so you and Zaris are on the boat. How far out are you guys?
There is chilling on the boat.
I just imagine him like lean back the same way on the boat, like arms crossed, and he just has his like axe just.
I don't know why. Maybe this is because I've watched Game of Thrones, a bunch, but like Zaris gives me like Dothraki vibes, and I feel
Oh,
like he
yeah.
would not want to be on a boat. I feel like him and water don't get along. But that's just me making that up. That's not like an
I
actual
mean, he was
thing.
on the.
I was on the flying boat when y'all found
Yeah,
me,
but that's
so-
different. It's not water.
That's not on water though.
Water has like the ebbs and flow. Air, you're just cutting through it.
Yeah.
But like water, it's like always going up and down, and like you have to hit the waves. And
He's strangling.
I mean, we had turbulence, but
not a lot. Actually, not a lot of turbulence.
it is a magic boat.
Yeah, because you're using magic to hover. You're not fighting the air.
Oh, I'll fight the air.
Cool.
I guess.
So what you do?
I would maybe get just maybe 100 feet out. Like I would not go far.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so just kind of get the boat out there, let it float, and then I'm gonna turn to Zaris and say, I have some things I need to say, but feel free to.
I'm already like getting naked. I'm like, oh, am
Not what
I going?
I meant. Not what I meant.
You
I-
guys
well,
are watching from the
I was
cliff.
gonna go
Little
with you
piece of
into
magic.
the water. I thought
He just like he phases through.
You don't have to get in the water. It's okay.
we were. No. I'm good, and then I'll continue getting ready to go in the water.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess.
Not that
Okay.
big.
All right. Well, Does the boat have an anchor? Can we- okay.
It's a little raft. It
Yeah.
doesn't have an
I'm just
anchor.
afraid it's gonna like float away, but
That's a
The first
legitimate
iteration, I
fear.
think, is, it doesn't
Yeah.
even have like a wind sail. It's just
to be
all-
honest, Zaris, we probably don't even have to get out of the water, like we're
Just a
out here,
rowboat.
and we can just like float and I can say what I need to say, it's gonna be fine. You can put
Oh,
your
you're gonna
clothes
do it
back
from up
on.
here?
Yeah.
All right, and he's gonna just put his,
So
his
disappointed.
loincloth back on.
Oh, we're gonna. All right, he puts his sash
He's,
back on.
he's literally like keeping steady while he's just completely butt naked. He's, oh, we're, okay, you just gonna take off
It's just gonna like, okay.
It's just knocking from thigh to thigh.
So, once he's,
When the bell tolls, you know.
once he's undressed and settled,
Now he's a little mad. He's like, God damn.
Zaris is always a little naked though. Like he's even
I
fully
know.
dressed, he's still pretty naked.
I mean, it's literally just a loincloth that got put on, so, you know.
Oh, he is.
As he's getting dressed, I want to do a gust cantrip. I'm just gonna.
Are you gonna go
He had that kind of you're with them. I forgot, yeah.
He's hovering above.
Yeah.
His little loin.
He's creepy.
Are you trying to like tip the boat over?
I just want to make him unsteady and see what happens.
All right, make an acrobatics
He
check.
loses
No,
invisibility.
because it's greater invisibility.
Oh, okay. You got the good one.
You got the good one.
You can cast stuff from it.
Fail,
Stay here.
fail.
He said acrobatics.
I said that's not a good sign.
Frame's legs are all stable.
21.
Oh.
Yeah, you catch yourself
We all went to.
a little Marilyn Monroe style. There's some wind catches in your own sail. if you know
I
what
don't
mean.
push it down. I let it flow.
Man, the barbarian.
I can't see, I'll say
Well, she's just waiting. She's like,
Zaris
you
now.
settled, are you
Zaris.
good?
He
This
is
is why I wanted to come out here by myself.
Oh, you're a slayer. Oh. You don't see anything.
All right.
Zaris will sit down and start to pout because he was kind of really hoping to fight a god today, but
Yeah, well, no, you just hang out, I'll be done soon.
Yeah, no, he's gonna have to run away again.
So Sage is gonna lean over and just put her hand in the water. And she's gonna say, I know what I was doing when I pledged myself to you and I stand by it. I don't understand why my memory had to be a part of that. Love is what drew me to you. Love for two people that I could not bear to lose. I have no intention of going anywhere, but my memory is important to me. My allegiance to my friends and my family, it only drives me closer to you. That's how you have me. I'm grateful my memories are back. I do believe that the reasoning why you took my memories was not the right choice. I think that my memories, my love for my friends and my family, I think that that can coexist with my allegiance to you. And I'm making a promise today that I intend to prove that to you. I'm just gonna leave it there. Just leave my hand in the water.
Yeah, when you put your hand on the water, and you like push through the wave or through the wake, I would say, your hand pushes through but does not get wet. The water like moves around your hand as you push it through.
Just gonna like side glance to see if Zaris notices.
Like there's like a crater. It's like as you push your hand down. Just
Okay.
I don't think there's any way I didn't notice that when there's.
I'm gonna lean down farther.
keeps going.
I'll be like, is this normal? Is this what he does? Is this his thing?
She's gonna jump in and not tell him what she's doing.
Well, I'm gonna follow.
How far down is the ocean? Boy?
No, Zaris!
As you jump in, all of the water around you, and it creates a free fall channel, and you just fall.
Oh, shit.
If I jump in fast enough, can I get into that as well?
As soon as you jump in, you're wet. You just jump in the
Just got
water.
an orb of
All right,
youth.
swimming it
exactly.
is.
It's like an
Get
orb.
back in the boat!
It's like an orb around you as you fall down.
Don't die again during
This is
the
yes. It is downtime part 2.
Can I control it?
She's like, it's gonna
Are
be
you
fine.
trying to?
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, I'm not saying it.
Like,
I'm
ragdoll it.
into the bottom of the
I'm
ocean.
gonna try and control it, like,
Once you dive back down.
I'm gonna do like an Iron Man move, you know, where he's learning how to do his suit, he goes like this, like, I'm gonna try.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
Probably in here 'cause we were-
How fast is she falling?
Where's Merlin?
I think it was over there.
I assume we were loud while that was happening, so he didn't.
Oh, he can hear.
He does not give a fuck.
Maybe he's passed out.
Get your food.
I was making pillows.
Like,
He was over
if
there
the food's
earlier,
off,
but-
he
Oh,
should be
yeah.
there. Marley.
Well, they eat your dinner.
I like how all of us freak out. The cat.
Oh, that's.
I wanted to see Marley.
He's not like locked in a bedroom or something, he didn't realize.
No, I saw him in your
That has
office.
happened
once.
before.
It has happened.
He's like, my phone.
He might be in the closet.
Yeah.
Let me see. He might be in the closet.
He didn't check under the pillows.
Yeah, his fat ass did not miss a meal, so.
This poor cat.
No way he got out.
I saw him in the office before. Was he not in your office? Okay.
He's hanging out in the closet.
Closet door was closed.
Hey, where was he? Oh, it's because you changed your shirt. It's like, why in Earth did you, oh, food.
Oh, yay, thanks, Mom. God, immediate, just.
That was definitely.
He really did
What
look
the fuck, Mom? Oh, fruit here.
I flipped on the light, and the head just comes peeking around the side of one of my snow boots, and he's like. I was like, okay. Sorry.
What's your dexterity saving throw?
Oh, I didn't roll yet because I was looking for the cat. 18.
How fast is she falling?
18.
As fast as someone can fall. Free
18.
fall. I heard you. You
Okay.
fucking asked me something. Shit.
Sorry.
From our vantage point, it looks like it opened the water and just like she went into the water.
It just looked like she jumped in.
Oh,
So I can't see her anymore.
No.
shit.
Xeris jumped in after, but he
It's
also.
okay, you got several people around you this time.
You'll be the first person to fall to their death in the ocean.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so you go like, and as you do, the orb slows. And now you're kind of like going more parallel with the water as you're like,
Okay, good job.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I'm gonna try and figure it out and navigate it.
yeah, so it takes you a little bit, but you kind of start to figure out that, you know, as you push, you know, forward Superman arm style, like you go faster, as you like kind of pull yourself back, it slows down. But you're able to like zoom through the ocean right now. And you're
Was it
seeing.
nighttime?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
still,
So I have
Like-
some visibility down here.
I mean, yeah, but it's the ocean, so.
I mean,
no.
I'm not a lot, but I,
Do you know how to swim?
yeah, I'm a barbarian. I lived right on the edge of a river. I think, so.
Can anybody see her moving like in the,
She's like down.
Very.
She went like a couple hundred feet down before she figured out how to stop.
and then now she's like zooming all over, so she could be anywhere.
Now she's like a little fish.
Okay, well then I'm gonna try and come back up to the surface and like, not all the way up, but just like up to the surface and like skim it. If it's an orb, I want there to be like a, like,
So it's not like a literal orb in the sense that when you get to the surface that there's still like an orb around. Like the orb is just to keep you from getting wet.
I got it.
So it's like around you when you're in the water. Just like when you put your hand on, there wasn't anything above your hand.
Okay.
So when you come to the top, the water around just kind of opens for you as you go to the top, and they can see you kind of like surfing across the top.
That's what I'm doing, and I'm gonna go to the top and.
Last time she went in, she died.
Can someone let Xeris know that you got out of the water?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get back to the, where you are.
Please.
Yeah.
You're
I'm,
swimming straight down right now.
I'm trying to get back to where you are so I can get you back in the boat.
Yeah, I mean, do I see her?
As soon as she surfaces, she's a few hundred feet away, but
Okay.
you're able to see your little boat. It's gonna take you, it's gonna take you a little bit to get back,
Okay,
but you're able to just.
okay. So, go back and search for Xeris, just like, all right.
Shouldn't be too hard. He did go down, you know, not.
He's not free falling, he's just swimming.
He's just trying to swim straight down,
just
which is
swim.
very hard to do.
Yeah.
He's got an axe. Okay, it's a heavy axe. He's gonna use it like an anchor, you know.
Your throat.
I'm gonna attempt to signal you that I'm
Slash
in
the
the water.
Heck
I'm just trying to get his attention.
Yeah, you find. I mean, you were able to get to him.
Okay, well then,
He's
I guess
swimming.
after a minute or two of that, I'll hop back in the boat. I wanna like do it fun,
Dolphins.
yeah. Attempt to do it.
Like a beluga whale, just go up, just.
Yeah.
Pacific life.
And as you get back up onto the boat, perfectly dry.
Seriously.
That's new.
Zaris is not dry, and he tries to climb up onto the boat.
I was about to say it's not going to be graceful. So-
Yeah, can you give us one of those acrobatics checks again?
No, I just did one of those. Why would I do another?
Honestly,
because
I think there's some point for him to wring out his clothes and get naked again.
yeah,
5.
5. Yeah, you can't quite get up onto the boat. You're just kind of like throw your arms over the top, and you're just like.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, I guess.
I
guess.
said stay in the boat.
You didn't say anything. You just dove in.
Well, I was hoping you wouldn't follow.
Well, last time you did that, you died.
Fair. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here, Zaris.
I'm not anymore.
I know. He's like a wet cat, like just this. All right, well, I guess that answers the question of if there's anything new with this. I guess this is it, so that's.
Do you think it's like a complete rejection from him? Like he's completely given up on you, so water can't touch you anymore?
I hadn't thought about that, I don't.
That's what
Right,
I'm going to take away from it.
Fun. No, I don't think that's the case. I think that if that was the case, I probably would be at the bottom of the ocean dead again.
Is he still just hanging out in the water?
Yeah, he's just hanging over.
Can't get in.
I'm not getting in. It's a lot of
So
work.
if I do shade water and just kind of like jettison him, full of the water, just like,
Like a geyser? Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
this is a cantrip, this is.
I feel like I'm influencing you when I'm going.
Yep. And the boat breaks.
It does have an
Just
AC.
kidding.
It does have an AC on.
No, it doesn't go that high, but he is able to lift him up out of the water and he falls back onto the boat.
We don't know what that was, so I'm just like, well,
Yeah, you think it's probably Olmo.
You probably
Yeah.
have you.
yeah. Well, see, he hasn't rejected you either.
I'm just going to stay laying on the bottom of the boat because that also feels like a rejection to me. I was just spat out. So
You were just spat out.
You're all right, buddy.
I don't like the water anymore. So I'm going to cast fly on myself and carry the boat back.
All right.
Carry the boat back.
What? Yeah.
Now
Okay.
you know, just about.
Yeah, so are you carrying her back
Yeah, am
too?
I in the boat? Like, are you carrying me too?
You
or-
apparently can fly over water. So if you want to stay in the boat, you can. That's up to you.
Why don't you take the boat? I'll meet you on shore.
Why don't you just say the phrase word to make the boat smaller back into the
Oh, yeah, we
space?
can do that.
There's a
No.
phrase word.
Yeah, you can change it. I don't even remember what
Alaka
it was.
bam.
I'm gonna yell from the cliff.
I want to ride. I can
Actually,
yeah.
I could probably still carry you in the boat. It doesn't say that it like lowers my strength or like weight affects the fly. So it's up to you.
I mean, I just found this cool new trick, so if I have a reason to use it, I'm gonna use it.
That's up to you. I just
Yeah.
don't want to be in the water anymore. It's a very
Right.
angry ocean.
I'll, I guess, fold up the boat so that you don't have to carry it, and you can fly yourself back to shore, and I'll meet you up there. Since I'm clearly fine.
I'm probably slower than you are with fly. I'm not super good at it.
So that's what I'm doing.
All right. Yeah, whenever you fold the boat back up and you go back into the water, you're able to kind of rise to the top and use that newfound buffer that you have against the water to like walk across the top of the water.
I'm gonna wave up to them, but like.
I'm gonna have the dead child wave back at you.
As you guys look down, especially from the cliff, as it gets a little bit darker, it's still like maybe around sunset time, but it's not as like bright as the beginning of the day. As you guys look down, as she's like, this was kind of while she was in the water,
Right.
zooming around, you saw this like blue light just all across. And as she's like waving at you guys all excited, you see her, right? You see her, but this is, a few hundred feet away from where you guys are. So you kind of see her, she just looks like a little speck, but you see like a bright blue beacon coming from her face, from her eye.
You would have seen me kind of smirking and smiling.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
And I need both of you and you to make a perception check.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
23.
17.
Oh, okay, all of you do. All three of you, as she's like walking on the water forward, maybe 100 to 150 feet behind her, you see two blue lights, same type of beacons under the water as she's walking forward. And it's kind of staying around that distance as she approaches the shore.
Okay.
Like eyes crossover.
They just look like because from your distance, you know she has a blue eye, but this doesn't look like an eye. It looks like a very bright blue beacon.
I just know they far apart.
Yeah, they're kind of far. Well, again, from this distance, they don't look. You would, if they were too close from this distance, they would just look like one.
Yeah.
But they are separated. They're not
Separated.
close
For
by.
me, how I was.
They look like there's probably about 10 feet across from each other. But they're just bright blue beacons.
So how far away from stage?
Oh, about 150 feet behind.
And I don't know where these
Yeah.
So if she gets to the shore, I want to stay until they're parallel with me.
Okay.
And then I just kind of want to land on the water. Don't touch it. I don't want to create any movements while still invisible. Can I see what they are, or they keep?
They're under the water. They're deep. So it's not like you can see. That's what you needed to roll like pretty good on the perception. They're not in the same like hers where it's like bright, but you can definitely tell that there's another beacon or two.
How can I try to tell how far down they are?
Do you want to go in the water?
It's down.
Depth perception is kind of tough.
Yeah, no, Rath will do it. It's interesting. So
We don't know you're there.
Rath will have his wand ready, but he'll go into the water very slowly.
Listen, his first game, he dispelled magic. He doesn't have his fun.
Good.
Okay. You go underwater. Do you have like water breathing or anything like that?
No, just hold his breath.
Okay. All right. As you go under the water and you're in, you kind of slip, you're still invisible, right?
Mhm.
So you slip into the water, assuming we try to be sneaky.
I can roll stuff if you want me.
It's not necessary.
Okay.
And you slide into the water. You get deeper and deeper and deeper. Start to approach where these orbs are. You get there pretty quick. So you have the wings to kind of help push you through the water. And you're holding your breath, so you're trying to do it in a hurry. And when you get to where you can start to see where these orbs, these beacons start to actually take a physical form, you see that there's this giant boulder. It looks like the bottom of like an iceberg.
Okay.
And you see like on each side of this iceberg are these two beacons, and it's massive. From up where you were, you thought it was only like 5-10 feet away, but these are like 40 feet across.
Is there people like in the beacon like she was, or is it just a ball of energy?
Just the ball of energy, blue energy. As you get closer and closer, this giant iceberg rock and those two orbs kind of focus their light onto you.
Oh shit. You probably need a break soon.
Probably.
And then this like rumble, this almost like a guttural bass note that you feel in your chest and your stomach. You just feel this like,
I'll just, okay. Dimension door.
you're gone. Where do you mention door to?
How far down was I? Cause I can only do 500 feet, so.
Oh, it wasn't that far. I mean,
Okay,
you can't hold your breath for that long. I don't
yeah,
think so. I mean,
so
maybe
I
you were
would-
probably like 40, 50
I
feet
would have
down.
probably done the shore, had I been able to.
Okay, yeah, you
And
were
I
close
would've-
enough.
I would have popped up and like my invisibility would have been gone,
Yeah.
and I just would have.
What?
Hey,
What are you doing?
that's a really long story.
No, it's not.
I think we're pushing there.
I was gonna say it just happened.
I was following y'all.
Out
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
I didn't see you.
well, that's the point.
We haven't seen him this entire time, so I feel like he's pretty good at hiding.
But there was a,
This man has.
there's a big ice monster following you. That was fun.
What?
So you got the little ball thing went. "Vroom." There was 2 more that you could see in the water. And so I went,
2 more zoomings?
there's too much ball, another ball.
This is very good.
There's 2 more balls in the ocean.
You know, for how much Rath perceives, his communication is not great.
You were in a ball, there was 2 more. So I went and looked to see what it was, and they were a pair of eyes that were connected to a big block of ice that growled at me to the left.
They growling you?
Yeah, and then I'll try to like kind of imitate the sound, but do it actually really well with like magic
Yeah, yeah.
and produce that same kind of like with thaumaturgy
Mhm.
and like produce the vibration in your chest.
Would I recognize that at all?
You've heard that sound before.
It growled at me to the left.
Oh, yeah, that, was it really, really bright?
There was two balls and a big black ice.
Well,
So big ice monster.
I've heard that before, so I have an idea of what maybe that was, so. It's all right, don't do that again though, maybe don't. Maybe if you wanna come with, you can, most of us ask,
Oh,
you could do that instead of spy.
that's more interesting.
Well, then you wouldn't be scared by big blocks of ice.
Why didn't you kill it?
If you had asked, I would have said you could come.
What'd you say, Zeris?
Why didn't you kill the big block of ice? I mean, you were down there.
This is the feeling of leaving.
I think you got it.
I mean, it can breathe
It
underwater.
was
I was having
not-
trouble breathing, so.
It wasn't unfriendly. It's all right.
Look, it's ice. right.
Right.
I'll teach you how to create bonfire in something's stomach one day, okay?
Well,
Okay, well, I'll
next time.
ask next time
Yes.
to spy.
Yes. Ask us to spy next.
Is it cool if I follow you while invisible?
And not tell you when I stop.
I not tell you when I leave or when I get more intrusive.
Well, that's
I
me.
just have to ask out loud, right? We're gonna have to hear me, but.
Great. It's a start. I
But
guess.
we're also just gonna walk away with theirs.
Is my eye still glowing?
I mean, no, not. I mean, it's just a regular eye.
She's.
Nothing to see here, folks.
Yeah, guys, everything is fine.
Yeah, so she's just
Yeah.
gonna be kind of excited, like she still has her memories and everything, nothing changed. Okay, yeah, so she'll just be excited, happy.
She's had that for a while. She just.
It's a music.
It's the first time she's been in the water since she died, so.
Yeah, so.
All right.
Well,
Aquaman.
you guys have a ghost friend.
Yeah.
You found out you can do cool shit.
Mhm.
Rath almost engaged with something.
We almost go into combat during downtime.
It was. Is there anything else you guys want to do tonight before getting up tomorrow to? Because we can kind of fast forward to that if you guys want to go to Wreck and Oasis.
2 questions. How long does your illusion last?
Yeah.
I think like 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, it's done.
It's
So
probably done
eventually,
by this
like,
point.
He's gone. All of them.
I'll just say we probably shouldn't answer the child
Should it? Okay.
just for right now. Just 'cause, you know,
Oh.
it's odd for a lot of people to understand
Oh,
that kind of a thing. And then the second thing would be, is Silas's study full of books that involve things other than, basically, I want to try to.
Silas put all the books like that weren't.
We have so many
related to-
libraries in this lovely.
Yeah, we
place.
have the main library.
Is there any
Has all
luck
types
of
of books.
finding a book, sorry, that teaches me how to speak and know Draconic? And if I need to find that in the city, we can do that.
I think Draconic,
Yeah, that might be something you need to find in like
A big
Reckon
town.
or
Can you think
do
it?
you ask
and
anybody to see
yourself,
Draconic
like,
or they're just a-
think it and
Ooh.
have the book just.
that's a good point.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is
You
that- is
could.
that possible?
Yeah,
Okay.
you absolutely could.
I get an easy 1, 2, 3 on Draconic, because I
Mhm.
think about, I'll think about it.
Easy 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go into a
Draconic
library.
Rosetta
and
Stone,
see-
Draconic
yeah.
Race.
Yeah. Drawing for dummies. And I'll think about it and like, I'll visualize as I pull it randomly from the shelf. And I don't know how you want to determine it, but I would like to take the time to educate myself and learn another language, if that's okay. Specifically Draconic, because all of a sudden we have a dragon element that has reappeared. And I didn't know Draconic before.
Yeah, I mean, if we're officially taking downtime, if you guys want to wait like a week or so, then you can learn, like you can take your time to learn.
I can take it with me, but I don't want to bog us down unless we're doing that. So I
Well,
just
if you're
wanna
trying to
know
learn a
that-
language, you'd have to do it like during downtime. And so you would need to take like
Right.
a week or so to like focus on
I
doing
would
it.
say anytime we get into fights or we're taking a long rest, I'll take half the time that it takes to do a full rest to read the book, and then if that's and I'll
Yeah,
keep
you know,
track of
like
it to say,
like part-time schooling,
yeah, I'll just say however many sessions you want to make that, I can.
like night class, yeah.
But I can always mark that down as how many.
So we'll say you can either do downtime to learn it, or it would take you, let's say, 5 long rests.
Okay,
I think that's fair.
however you wish,
Obviously, starting with the one tonight.
correct, which I will work on that. And yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't necessarily have asked it out loud if you use your comic, I just assumed for some reason that you probably do.
For some reason.
That'll be the only thing I want to worry about. I don't
Cool.
need to go to the city.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna pray for forgiveness. We kind of got
What's we
scolded.
trying?
I got scolded a little bit.
What do you mean? What happened?
I remember someone killed someone.
Oh, yeah,
I
dude.
told him not to.
That's the big deal. So this is what Tristan's asking, but are we able to talk to gods that we don't follow? Or
You may put it out there in the world, I don't know if we get to get back. I was
Listen,
certainly.
I've been working off of a
Open call.
my own like rule set on whether or not the gods hear and respond to you. So you can definitely try. I'll do my dice roll like I've been doing for the last 2 years and see what
And
happens.
I actually brought that up. I hadn't even
We just have so
thought
many
about it.
like deities that actually play a role in this campaign that like I needed a way, because I didn't want it to be like you guys never hear from your gods. So
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be impossible to get communication. So
Yeah, I didn't know if it had to be like, you had to follow them, or you were like, hey, which god's gonna talk to me today?
I mean, I
mean-
really kept track of 2, and I'm not on speaking terms with one of them.
They've had a falling out, guys. It's okay.
Hey, I did say if you want to take everyone's soul, but I don't know if you heard that or
It's all right, we'll do some more counseling, yeah.
So I think I missed it. Are we taking downtime?
Are we
No.
taking that?
I do.
not. I mean, it's up to
I don't
everybody.
think we are.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Breath will
We need to get to
do
Joe
this
Rude to figure out.
long rest, but
It's time for that.
Oh, how was dinner, by the way? Did you guys eat?
No.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
weird?
Did you like it?
Was it
Yeah.
weird?
Delicious. Thank you.
I've been
told I'm a really good cook.
It was not what it seems.
That's true. Yeah.
It was an adventure.
I'll just go over to you.
Oliver's not in here.
No,
Oh, yeah, he could come in, he's just outside.
He's
Never
outside.
mind.
Yeah.
There's no
He's just
pressure there, out of sight, out of
wandering
mind. It's not gonna get any more dead.
Well.
I don't like the way you did.
I mean, you can technically like, you know.
He's a watchdog.
It's a watchdog.
He'll just sit on his
Or
phone.
ring a
You
bell.
made a dead kid a watchdog.
You don't know about this, did you?
That's me out of game.
I don't know. It's not like you can alert us at all.
We murdered a child. Now we're making children watchdogs. We're breaking every child labor law that I've ever heard of.
I'd like to
First
open a
off,
sweatshop.
this is a really old dead child, so technically.
He was like, I was fine until my friend disappeared. He was in the woods. He got caught by some spiders, and I went to go get somebody to help. Came back and he was dead.
Right, like Chris.
I was curious about this.
You should try to cotton candy grapes. Cotton candy grapes.
Because they're actually real.
I have it in my
Are they
notes,
really?
but-
There are cotton candy grapes.
I was reading my notes and I couldn't find anything of like where I wrote that down. Before I go, just right with this.
The graph in my white room. I wanna go get a history book from the library.
Actually, your color. Oh.
You're the kind of person that would put like one black dot somewhere. I wonder if you'll notice.
I wanna go get a history book of like the deities. And I wanna read it and then start crossing things out that I think are wrong, or that I feel are wrong.
Okay.
Incorrect. Incorrect. He's editing.
I was there. That's not.
But just purely based off of feeling.
That doesn't feel right.
I don't feel like selling out 7 dicks.
That was 12.
Who's this upping? I'm just.
I definitely remember saying it was as big as dozen of cock.
And then get rest, because I gotta cast a spell. My highest level spell, yeah.
Okay, sure.
I too am familiar with casting highest level spell.
Maybe not.
I cast fist.
That did nothing, the greater.
Hey, you know what? If it did do something, it would
Useless.
hurt a lot. You're becoming the OP status monk now. You're getting there.
Yeah, I liked watching Adam play Vitra.
Where it's like, all right, who's gonna make concentration or
Yeah.
constitution checks?
You
Everybody's
use some
stuck.
hints on how to play?
Yeah. Never been the best at combat.
I'm gonna leave a plate of food
Yeah,
outside
some
on the
people
patio
use them.
for Oliver.
Hopefully.
Oh, no, correction. I'm gonna leave porridge.
They're dead.
Oh my god.
I don't think I understand the reference,
I'll
but.
just stand there and go,
Oliver
what?
Twist.
More?
Oh, I thought it was a hocus pocus thing.
No,
Oh,
no.
Oliver Twist.
No, but the movie said all that.
Next please.
There's the big fat bishop guy that, what? You
Yeah.
want more? He's like, got this whole entire vat of shit porridge. He's like, I can't hand this out.
Yeah, so I'll leave some porridge on the. But no one else can see.
I think, okay, so now that I have the
Oh.
information, okay, last thing, and then. And then we can do whatever. I wanna go find Zenro.
He's just trying to sleep.
Yeah. Before sleep, come on, I'm trying to do this before.
He's got his book up. He's like,
No, it's okay.
Ah.
I'm next to him.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's aside.
You hear me, you're doing like weird, like thing with my mouth, like I'm trying to make, but like kind of hear it also in your head as me making these.
You're
weird
in his room?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Chris Cross, applesauce sitting right next to you.
There's like a simple bed you can lay on, and there's, you know, the paintings and stuff I've been working on today. There's one, and like, don't, that's still drying. But yes, I'm.
Okay. I'm gonna come up to you, but then notice that Cora's in there as well, and.
Hi, welcome to the slumber party.
Are there slumber parties?
For some reason, she seems to want to speak with me a lot. And I've decided to just go with it.
I'm into older guys.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
You're a human? How old are you?
17.
I'm like 120 years older than you are.
Anyways.
and dead.
And dead.
She doesn't actually.
I like how
No, I
that's.
second one.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I won't stay too long.
There's always room for another.
Anyways. I'm not interested in that, so,
She actually already has a partner.
oh, yes.
Does she still?
You said,
You know,
hey, you never know when I got that mic work. Just kidding. You said that you had a spell that could take us to and from a particular plane of existence.
Yes, plane shift. It's something you can learn with enough time. I can get us there and then the next day get us back.
It's guaranteed to get us back.
I go into my
I don't
mind,
know.
I know.
why is she so fascinated?
Guess we'll see.
Me plus 8 1 creatures teleport to a different plane. Well, I have to do a spell save or transport it to a random plane. So I do have to make a check on it, but I'm familiar with the plane because I've been there. So that limits the dangers of such a thing.
I'm not talking about the American.
Oh. Which plane are we talking?
The astral plane.
I know of some clerics that can put themselves into an astral projection. But a different plane, if I knew about it, if I could study what it is, where it lies on the elemental planes chart, I guess if that's a thing,
Mhm.
I could maybe get us there.
Could be
I
possible.
run a possible risk, but being wrong because I've never been there before, but I could definitely try. I know of, I assume, well, do I know the plane of astralness, the astral plane? Have I read about it? Do I know anything? Okay.
Never.
You also know from your studies in Jaru,
Say it.
you know from your studies in Jaru that any connection or tether to the astral plane is forbidden by soul.
Connections to the astral plane.
Any connections or tethering to the astral plane are forbidden by soul.
But why would you? You've been to Jarwin before. I know we're going. Did you do that for religious reasons?
Not necessarily. I went there to try and search out my father. But I did not find him. And so I did not find him there. I had never met him until I met him on the United plane. And
Oh, it does.
he, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trey literally got cat ears, dude.
Because you're proud. I am vengeance. I am nice. I am Catman.
Sorry, I didn't mean to look at that.
No, that's okay. So when he approached me in the United plane, he had said that that's why he could never return here, is because once I came into existence, Soul believed that was an abomination of sorts. And I believe, if I remember correctly, banished him to the astral plane and disconnected any sort of connections to it.
To the material plane. To the material plane. So you can't go from astral to material.
That was for everybody or just for his?
That was
Yeah.
a law of soul.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna,
So you can try.
you know, he did that for a reason. Soul does not allow transportation from the world we're in now to the astral plane.
I didn't know if your spell could go around that. Plus, you're not a follower of Soul anyway.
Right, he does not get me past some of the laws that he has put in. I mean, he is a powerful deity, just because I do not believe in
Yeah,
him.
no, absolutely.
I could certainly try.
I'm not
We-
trying to put you in any danger, and I'm not saying that you have to do this right now,
Well,
but.
all right.
And we're good.
Oh my God.
But I'm interested in my father's involvement with this. And I would like to try and find maybe a different way to communicate with him other than meeting him in the outer plane. It's not Show's fun, thank you.
don't know much of the way of magical means you'll be able to communicate to somebody in a different plane of existence. Sending has to be in the same plane as you. So if that is the only way we can get there, I am willing to give that a try. I owe a lot to this group, so I have no worries doing that for you, but do know that there's a risk we run of one failing or worse, being cast away forever, leaving William to do his bidding here. Why is it?
Think of like Wyatt.
That's what I've done.
Think of Wyatt.
I just think of Wyatt.
I said Ryan earlier and he looked at me weird, like I said it wrong.
No, she just looked because you were
You said
mentioning
Wyatt.
it.
You were mentioning
it in
being
the.
my partner and
Yeah.
shit.
Well, no, there was a time before that, my bad.
No, it's Lion like
That's,
Wyatt.
yeah, see, that's what I kept saying, why, that's how I remember it.
William like Wyatt.
Yeah.
No. Lion.
Whoa, like, whoa, okay. Well, we run the risk of never being able to get to either the Oneida plane or material plane. Maybe I could jump us from one to the other and not back, but I think that would get a lot higher. But I'm willing to try it. I'm not gonna say no.
I'll think about it a little bit longer, but I wanted to see if it was one, something that was even possible, and second, see if you were willing to do it. So I appreciate you being open to the idea.
The answers are both yes. I think I'm taking a lot of things in stride. And you probably feel like a weird, like bouncy kid. So, you know.
This one, I'm probably jumping on the bed.
Yeah. I'm just like,
Just saying,
too many
let's do it now.
monkeys jumping on the bed.
Let's do now. Let's do now. Let's go.
We're not going now.
Yeah, it takes some time and preparation.
Plus, we have to visit somewhere in the Reckon Oasis.
Y'all old people never go balls to the wall. Let's
I'm
go.
not even that old.
Well, me.
Yes, I'm not a child. anymore.
I enjoy an element of chaos, but you may be a bit too much at this moment.
Burn.
I'm gonna like
Shit.
minor illusion mic drop. I'm like, feels nice.
What is
And
that?
then-
That's my best paintbrush.
Paintbrush drop.
That is your answer. Yes to both, but
Okay.
when you requested of me, I will do so, but we have to make sure everybody else is aware of the consequences of such a thing. Maybe Mercury will shroud us in a bit of shadow to prevent his father from seeing us. Maybe your father may also know a way, since he's able to travel to the Oneida plane.
But I know he can't come to the material plane.
Well, if we get to him, he
If
can
we
take
can
us
meet
to
in a
Oneida.
different plane, not the Oneida plane,
As far as I know, the tethers are still existent. It's just the astral.
just the astral material.
Is it just the astral material? Those are the only two separate?
So astral to somewhere else, right? Obviously, we can both get to the Oneida
We
plane.
could jump
I wanna
ship
get to a
30
more
times.
neutral plane. Let's get to a neutral plane.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
Like, there's actually a chart that you can see. That
let's
people
go
have
to
made
a
of
nice,
this.
happy, fun time plane.
Well, I don't really, I mean, I know,
Like
I
fire,
know
earth, and water.
Yeah. there's Fae,
There.
there's the Fae, and there's the other
Is
side of
there a
things.
plane that's crazy? Because I don't go to that one.
The Fae is.
That might be the
Fae is-
Feywild.
Yeah, Feywild is like that.
What kind of crazy you're talking about? There's the horror.
What kind of
Yeah,
crazy
that's
are we talking
chaotic.
about?
Crazy.
There's
I'll
like-
look into the different ones.
If you,
And-
yes, if you wanna
Yeah.
consider which ones you wanna go to, and I'd have to know a little bit more about them to
Of course,
reduce
I'll
the
get you the
possibility
information.
of.
Well, thank you. I
Because we're
will-
not in downtown right now.
Yes, and we're not done.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
Kick some downtown and go.
yes,
Yeah,
so,
I'm definitely,
I will find more information
I'm ready for this Mandy arc.
about
This thing.
why are?
Because it's interesting, we got a genie, we got all this other stuff. to worry about.
Because it's interesting. It's interesting,
You
Tommy.
don't want an art, don't be interested.
I will say the only unfortunate bit is we're about to go to a place that's a desert. And there's no water there.
I, I got my water fund.
You just have a giant iceberg that follows you everywhere
Yeah,
to give you.
It'll
water.
eventually melt and give you water.
Yeah,
I can also create water, so we're fine.
sorry, for getting out of people's
So-
thoughts.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. It's no big deal.
Anyways, I will leave you to yourself the party with Cora.
It's not what this is.
Have a good night.
Thanks. I'll keep them up all night.
Jesus.
Just
He's
like,
an old man, okay?
you undead eyes look at you like, please.
He's an old man, be gentle. Please. I'm gonna
Sure don't want to put any more memories
make my
into
ex.
the mausoleum, Cora.
Okay, let's go.
You can do that by yourself.
Alright, so we rest, yeah, we reckon,
I won't go to the mausoleum, I don't wanna touch it, I wanna put in memories.
You can do that.
Wait, are you guys at Reckon now, or you staying
We're
there?
not yet.
Oh,
or we still.
well, he had just
are we
said
not
that.
rested
I
yet?
think he was just trying to move it along.
Yeah, he was.
Not talking about
Yeah,
it. If you-
sorry, we're,
Whatever you want to put in, you go.
heavy
for it.
role play, heavy role play.
I mean, if you know, I don't think I'll do any writing specifically on that, but you know, I think at this point, if anybody has any cool moments where they, I want to see like you do a writing version of it, I'll definitely do it, because I'm almost done with hers. For the memory she's gotten back now, but
Yeah.
you know, it's good.
Still
So-
a fun moment.
But you can definitely put it in, it's always open. I mentioned that when you guys first got here to you guys, and yep, I'm ready to go.
Okay. So, yeah, next morning you guys get up, you go to the mausoleum, you know, input some memories of whatever the hell you want to put in there.
Lots of dead things.
That's some dead ass memories.
Was the porridge eaten?
Porridge eaten? No. No.
Is he still there?
Yeah,
Cool.
he's looking at the porridge, but he's not eating it.
Oh.
Can he not touch it?
Can't.
I'm gonna try to like,
Wow. Yeah, nothing.
come on. Oh, what?
It doesn't do it, like it just goes
Yeah,
right
yeah.
through him.
Come on, Oliver.
Oh, there you go.
Where are we going?
Oh.
Nice. Cool, so you guys taking the teleportation circle?
Yes.
Can Oliver go through that?
I don't know.
Well, that was my question, would be like, is he?
I don't know he
Respectful.
exists, so no,
That's true, it's your
I
spell.
choose to get teleported.
Really?
And even if you did, you wouldn't be able to see
I wouldn't be
him.
able to see him,
Yeah.
when he exists.
Can
There you
can you just tell Oliver to sit there?
Okay.
Oliver,
Oliver, here, thank you. Walk home.
Oh, it's like sprint, like really sprint. Like, really book it.
I'll see you in a few days,
Okay. Bye.
as he
We should have told him
slowly
to start
walks,
yesterday.
as he slowly starts walking.
Can't get tired.
Well, he'll still be around. Eventually we'll get to him.
Yeah, but he has smoke in his lungs, so it's.
We can always ask around town to see if there was a house that burned down. I don't know how long. Did we ask him how long ago it was?
Nope. Sure didn't.
Ask before we go.
No, I'm sitting under the big fire.
I assume poof, you guys are gone.
Yeah. All right.
Did we ask? Oh, well, okay.
In the middle of the bridge, the rainbow bridge from Thor, we're like, hey, did you have the
I mean, how many fires have there been, really?
in like, you know, medieval times, a lot.
Like today, or? I'm just adjusting my chair.
And then it readjusted itself.
Cool. So you guys poof into the tavern. I don't know. I know you guys are looking for the house. What else are you guys looking to do here in Oasis? Shop.
See if there was any sort of like magical dispel ability I could throw, or you know, something-
Follow him to
or health potions. We gotta find him some
I think
scrolls
he ran.
of spells. To fill out.
Hey, I can't read.
To the back.
Are we done?
So we're talking because now we're just trying to list things that we get done.
Wait, what?
I was just listing things that we're gonna get done.
Yep.
Potions, magical wizard scrolls for him to learn.
Mhm.
Any sort of dispel magical abilities, whether that be throwable or dispelling things. I know we had a ring, a bureaucratic inconvenience a while back, but I don't know if we're gonna get that on.
Cree has that.
Cree has that? That's right. I just did.
I don't think he ever gave it to anybody.
What,
The ring of bureaucracy.
she had, Cree had out.
Yeah.
So, other than relying entirely on you and me having to touch the guy, I don't want to just.
Is this still magic touch? That was 30 feet.
Dispel magic for me, I think it says touch, dispel magic. Oh, my bad. No, yeah, it was 120 feet. All right, never mind. You don't need that. That just saves us time. Because I thought it was, oh no, that's my problem. Is during the fight, I couldn't stay up long enough to cast it. That's what I was saying. So we don't need that. We can just do that every each.
Yeah, stop dying so much.
Yeah. Tell me about So I guess we're looking for potions and wizard spells.
I wanna go to the library.
You said what?
I wanna go to the library.
Celebrate.
No, library.
Oh, library. Okay.
What did you say?
I thought you said celebrate.
I want to go celebrate. What?
Well, so I'm gonna celebrate. See?
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, there is a little bit of a festival going on now that the war is over. So through the streets, you kind of see people starting to decorate and set up for a potential parade or some sort of festival this evening. But you guys get there, it's the morning, right? So you guys are able to teleport right there. Oliver will be there eventually. Probably not for a while. But
Completely forget about it.
But yeah, if you guys want to kind of shop around, we can kind of skip through the, individual stuff. Just kind of tell me what you're looking for, what you want to add, and I'll tell you what it costs.
Well, I've got the bank as far as I know. I don't know how much money you guys all have. So if you guys need healing potions or anything,
Yeah.
go for it. We'll figure out what kind of wizard spells you're looking for.
Whatever's interesting.
All right. And then
Add the repertoire.
I don't really know if we need any items or anything. This is kind of stocking up. I would probably try to find. I'm sure you guys have diamonds.
Yeah.
I have 2 left there, the big ones, which is, I have 1900 of sapphires, 2500 of diamonds after he gave me his, luckily enough, so I think I'm okay for that one.
Are there any potions of invisibility?
Mhm.
I'd like to,
Jeff has them.
I'd like to try to do those or something else that will allow me to go invisible sometimes.
No.
After watching Rath do it, you're like, you know what, that looks fun.
And I had that ability earlier in the game. and I
Yeah.
missed it, so I wanna. Maybe you could teach me.
Well, the invisibility, regular invisibility doesn't allow you to
Do we
do
have
stuff.
any reason to have solid blue?
How do I
How do I get greater?
You need 4th level spell slot.
We go have some turtles and celebrate.
That's the thing, that's why I was able to stay hidden.
Maybe
for
y'all
now,
can see that.
is because I would always use my 4th.
Is there a way for me to like enchant something that I can wear that would allow me?
You could try it.
That would take a long time.
Mhm. Yeah, having something like fabricated with an enchantment takes a while unless you have an artificer.
Maybe that's like-
I wasn't powerful enough to do 4th level spells.
Yeah,
And it costs you like 50 gold a day to do it, which is, not too bad.
Get back the boots.
Nope.
I guess,
my boots.
and whatever everything else he has for sale, because we might as well take a look around. So health potions total.
Health and invisibility potion, or I would like to try to do.
So basically, we're sitting in front of Hefe, and we're listing out like anything you have really, health potions, anything with invisibility to help him be a little bit.
he's
more
gonna be like,
stealthy,
well, I have
Even
the,
more.
I have the El Jefe.
which is the big boy. That was a lot.
What was it?
It was 40d4 plus 40.
Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah, because I think it was like crazy ridiculous. I'm really ticked, right?
I think he was trying to sell it for 5.
Well, let's see if we can bundle up with like some other natural items. If you have.
No, we got that like that.
Yeah.
We got a good deal. We bought a bunch of stuff. We lowered the price for us.
Unless I've already used it then.
I guess he doesn't have it, unless he has another batch.
Oh yeah, he makes them.
Oh,
They're his. They're called the El Jefe.
Okay. That's his signature brand. Gotcha.
That is his.
That's his 50-cent cognac. The signature on it. Okay, well, I guess what kind of wizard spells he has? In scroll form.
Wrath will very much just like prop it set up on the counter like a kid, like, so, what scrolls you got?
Adam, roll a d20. Well, luckily this isn't a matter. This is just like on the chart. He has a banishment spell scroll. And he has that listed for 4,500 gold pieces.
This is the only time being a cleric is cool, because I know all spells, I just have to prepare. Well, at least on my class.
I did not take management when I created it, so could learn it. But you have that.
I mean, you could learn it forever. I mean, I would have to prepare it in the morning knowing that I'm gonna do it, but it is available to me.
Is that all you have? Is that it? Any more?
Roll another d20.
13.
Do you want to see if he has any sort of information?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Reverse gravity. 7th level transmutation spell.
Yeah, that might be work.
I can't really cast that yet, but I mean, that'd be fun to have. But I'm not.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
a lot
I
for
can't
it.
cast it, so,
You don't get that for another level or two.
yeah,
Can if it's a scroll, can't you? Or I guess you want to learn it.
I want to learn it. This
Yeah.
is for the purpose of
Why
learning,
you use it.
so.
Well, if I did, so 6 is your highest spell, right?
6 is my
Okay,
highest.
sorry. Roll again because I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I think it's either next level or level after that.
I could learn it.
Two again?
True again.
It's the same. advantage
Okay.
roll.
But no, no, we're good.
Again.
But
So I have to have another bench.
How much is a potion of greater invisibility?
Potion of great. I don't know if you can do a potion of greater invisibility. Let me see. Well,
He could maybe refer you to someplace who would have that book, because you didn't think about it while you were in the thing.
Your magic items?
She just like wants a book on the planes, like where they exist and.
Probably the library.
so
I was still so.
so greater invisibility only lasts for a minute, as regular invisibility lasts for an hour.
But with regular invisibility, can I do things while I'm invisible?
Sort of, yeah. So if you attack or cast a spell, the invisibility goes away. Greater invisibility allows you to continue to do
actions.
those things while invisible, but it's a shorter term.
How much is each one of those?
So let's see. The potion of invisibility he has for sale for 75 gold pieces. The greater invisibility is for 200.
And how many of each potion does he have?
We'll say like 3 or 4 each.
I'll take everything he has.
I'll take the whole lot.
Yeah,
I have 1,000 gold pieces. How much does that give you?
probably not.
Sorry, 1 second.
Zero, you get me.
A little bit of negotiation tact would be advised here.
He said he'll sell the whole lot for 500 gold pieces.
I'll take all of it.
For those.
So I have 4 greater and 4 normal.
Visibility potions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh. That's good. That's what I wanted. What?
How much money do I have? Just for.
Let's do this. Roll a D100.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do that. Can I do that as well? Or do I just have-
You wouldn't have money.
Okay.
If I broke his shit. I don't.
I just stole what I needed.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just able to go invisible and take it.
Yeah.
But she comes from money.
11.
You'll have 11,000 gold pieces.
I'm gonna assume it's platinum.
She could have a, man, maybe have a small
Greater
person holding it.
Greater invisibility, how long was that?
Greater is 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Oh, man.
I have a magic.
Okay, so I'm giving money.
Yeah, so, you know what, any sort of other, like, let's just say, or be honest, say any sort of other magical items that you might have that you're willing to part with, that could pique our interest in our endeavors. I will buy
It's not
the,
always not, though.
I'll have the discounted 5,000 if you have anything else
Okay.
that you would consider selling.
Let me.
Remember the new rules for potions.
Yeah, for bonus action to roll for full action you get. But I don't really.
Yeah. He's got a +3 battle axe.
We don't need that because theirs is already cool.
Yeah.
This is already cool. Yeah.
I actually don't even know if a +3 is as good. Like yours is like changing. His is like
Right.
changing over time.
We have a scroll of expeditious retreat. A scroll of resurrection
Ooh.
You know that?
and a scroll of transmutate or transmute rock.
Well, that was transmute, right?
I think that's one of the ones I
There's
had.
5 for us.
I don't know. Hold on.
4 or 5.
I just have this shop that I built called Hefe Shop, and it has like a random generator, so that's what it's on. Fifth level.
I do not have that one.
Transmute rock to mud
What is
or mud to rock.
What is the peculiars? What is the information of transmute rock? What does that do?
You choose an area of stone or mud you can see within a 40-foot cube, and choose one of the following effects: either transmute the rock into mud, or mud into rock. So you can essentially,
Liquefy something.
yeah. If you do the rock to mud, the ground of the spell's area becomes muddy enough that creatures can sink into it. Each foot that a creature moves through the mud costs 4 feet of movement. So you quarter your movement. And then any creature on the ground when you cast a spell must make a straight saving throw. A creature must also make a saving throw when it moves into the area for the first time. If it fails, it sinks into the mud and is restrained. Dope.
It's a nice deterrent if you have a funneled area.
Check it.
Yeah, but y'all have it, right? Like, what y'all don't have, so no need to spend money on
What
it.
would you,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to, well, not on the transmute rock thing. What would Hefe like for the expeditious retreat and resurrection?
The expeditious retreat is 130 gold pieces. The resurrection is 5,600.
Maybe it's a scroll of resurrection, so.
That +3 battle axe is 17,000.
Is there anything else, or is it just a plus 3?
It's just +3. Yeah.
I mean, it's still legendary, item, so.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry if it's still not good enough for you, Adam.
No, it's not, silence.
Oh, that's all it does?
Shade, do you have a potion of mind reading?
He does not have a potion.
Does he have a potion of invulnerability?
Actually, let's have you roll a D100, and you have to roll under a 12.
Oh!
That's your level. Well, not that it makes that sense, but
77.
He does not.
I rolled 11.
Do you have a potion of flying?
He would have a potion of flying. That's pretty common.
you're just gonna fucking tack up on the.
He has like this build in his head. He's like, I want to be invisible,
Like,
flying.
Where's it?
I wanna- Oh,
Yeah, I bet he's got these little bulbs and he's like, all right, I gotta take this whole kit before the fight happens.
It's his cocktail. Yeah, he makes this little like cocktail. He slurs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a
A chaos cocktail,
no. I just thought of
a real life drink.
a player, like a character. I just thought of a player character. Yeah, an alchemist / like alchemy, an alchemy artificer, like multi-class with a bard who's like this traveling bartender who can whip up these like concoctions that can taste great, kind of like that
Yeah,
magical like book
yeah.
you have, but also a lot of like cool shit. That'd be fun.
I like it. Go for it. Let me know.
Do you have a flying one?
Yeah, he'll have one of flying, and that would be about 400 gold pieces.
How long does that last for?
A potion of flying?
Yeah.
Let me see.
And can I did you action this during it?
Yeah, I think you just can't take damage. Let me pull it up. Yeah, so when you drink the potion, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour, and you can hover, which is cool. If you're in the air when the potion wears off, you fall unless you have some other means of staying aloft. The potion, blah blah blah. So yeah, you can still make actions. There's nothing that stops
How
you.
long does it last for?
1 hour.
1 hour. All right, I'll buy that for 400. Oof,
Oh, okay.
getting a little low.
Well, you just get a lot of potions.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
Yeah.
carry?
You're just gonna walk around.
Blinking.
Nah, you have to have a
Can I have a-
box with like styrofoam.
That is true. Yeah, he'll give you like this crate. Since you're buying so many potions, he'll give you a crate that kind of has like these.
Cardboard divider.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, can I have
like
like
the
a bag of holding? Like, can I buy one of those or have?
Um,
one of those?
I don't think he has a bag of holding right now.
Shame, because Silex used to make those.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, he doesn't have. So the way that I have his shop set up is it's like randomly generated each time he'll show up. But there's certain things he'll always have.
Right.
And at the moment he does not have any bag of holding.
Okay, so but I have something I can carry all this stuff in.
Yeah, he's gonna give you like a crate that'll be like it'll have like 6, available slots that you put all your like, or like probably more since you have like 10 things.
Does it go in my bag of holding? Because unless you're holding on to it.
But I think he wants to have it on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I mean, unless
So
you're
you
holding
can
it.
go find a belt, I guess, that holds.
There you go. Yeah.
bottles.
Well,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can-
bandolier of potion holding. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can just move the vials from like the potions of bulbs to like the, the what do you call those? Test tubes.
I could be like the Witcher, like you pop one of them.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what
Yeah.
I think.
Alright, that's what I wanna do. Can I just have that or do I need to go somewhere with that?
We'll just say you're able to find it, right? Because this is kind of like downtime shopping, so like you're able to like walk around and find because that's a pretty common look. But yeah, you're able to find that. The lady's shop who was murdered, a month or so ago. You guys are. It's been reopened and renamed, rebranded, but they still do like leather works and stuff like that. So
Okay.
they're able to like fashion one and like size it to you and everything.
Nice.
Of course, black leather, fit the feel.
I will buy the.
Ooh, there'll also be a spot if you want. So you'll have like the vials. This is just in my head. But
Right.
you can make it however you want and tell Hannah so she'll draw it. But you can have like the vials going on the side and then on the side and then have like your dagger through the front.
Yeah.
So it's just like right here, like you're just able to.
Yeah.
With like Edward Scissorhands in the beginning.
That's cool. I like that.
All right.
Just
What were you
say the
asking?
description.
I will say, I don't really think there's anything else at the moment he can offer. Are there any lower health potions?
Yeah. Yeah. He'll have like standard superior.
Okay.
And,
I'll just take a couple of the
The one
superior
in the
ones, how much do those cost?
just got rid of it.
And I will give them out to you guys. I don't know who's gonna need the LFA, as far as meat sacks go. You're one of them, because you're melee, and you're too slimy, but I'll give you one of the superior ones just to keep yourself going.
Sweet.
So whoever wants a superior one.
What is it called again?
Superior healing,
Superior.
I will have to tell you the die roll on that. 'cause I-
Yeah. So he has one supreme, 2 superior, and then 4 greater healing.
Okay, we'll just take the superior unless anybody wants more.
The superior is 8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus 8.
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of dreaming.
Oh, trust. She gets loud too. She'll start barking in her dreams.
I need to do that. I will, then what's the cost on those?
The superior is going to be 160 gold pieces
Each or total?
each. The greater is going to be 45 gold pieces. And the regular healing potion is going to be 20 gold pieces.
I think we skipped the greater, so I'm gonna take the 2 superior and El Jefe, your resurrection spell
Ooh.
and your scroll.
Oh shit.
So I will, that is 10,006, 10,730, 11,050 gold pieces. And I will say, as a sense of business, we're offering a lot to you, Jefe. Would you mind on this total of 11,050, taking this down to a generous 9,000?
Make a persuasion check.
Very indeed. 19 total.
Let's see.
No.
I have a big wind up, okay?
Same for me. Yeah, it's always gonna be theirs.
Yeah, he says, you know what? Such good customers coming back all the time. How about I give you 20% discount for 8,800?
Wow.
Literally made this dude
Oh,
so rich.
generous.
You'll have the same 20% every time you come back since spending so much money. Jeff A appreciates your business.
It works for me, and I will give him the 8,800.
Is there any wands here?
I'll have to ask. I don't think he had any wands when he was.
So 8,800, and the lot is yours.
All right, so one of the superiors went to you, one of the superiors went to you. The El Jefe is available. Would you like the El Jefe? I don't know what kind of healing you have for yourself.
I have some self-healing. Let me see.
Healing spells work for me, but healing potions do not, so I cannot use
I
it.
can heal myself 1 time per long rest, 3 times my emotional level, so like
Well,
30.
that requires long rest, so I will. You only have 91 hit points.
Yeah.
I'm 98.
I'll take a potion, I have 107.
Huh?
Okay, well, the El Jefe is the only one we got left, so it's up to you. So you can have that one.
I probably won't use it for me, but I can get there with all the speed.
You don't either.
So all the other, like all the health potions are like variations of red, right? So you have, you know,
Negotiate with that.
it starts with like a darker red and then it gets like brighter and brighter the more
I think
potent
he's
it
taking-
is.
nobody else is taking-
But the El Jefe it's like a bluish purple hue.
It's mine now.
You know those little things you got that were cheap, that were
I'll
like
trade-
squishy? and-
So give me, you got what, the Supreme one?
No, but I didn't get one. That's
Oh.
why,
That's fine.
yeah.
If you want me to go get back and get the great
No,
ones.
yeah.
Like I was walking, I was like, don't complain now. I asked if anybody needed anything else.
Can we all have a motion?
Yeah, put a potion.
Okay, fine. We'll go back and we'll buy them out. What would the rest of them?
Turn the car around.
God damn it, kids.
We won't stop for pee breaks.
I think you said there were 1, 2, 4.
Yeah.
It really- it really was
So
that.
we'll take whatever the lot is on the rest of it.
Okay. So there'll be 2 greater. Oh no, 4 greater and 4 regular.
Okay.
The regular were 20 each, so that'll be 80, and then the greater were 45 each, which
160.
Listen,
180.
man, we're working. Yeah, 180 plus 80,
It's 260.
260 times.
I give him 250 gold just for being so generous.
It'll be 208 or 200.
I was giving 250 just for being generous.
Cool.
And then now I have 8. All right. Who wants some? Okay, so I have 4 and 4. So whoever's taking the lower ones, you guys figure that out amongst yourselves. I'm the cash man.
I think they
I'm a
want.
cash man.
I'm a teenager and I don't care.
Because remember, with the new rules of healing is you get the maximum amount if you do it as an action, right? So a greater is 44 plus 4, so that'd be 20 points of healing from a greater. A superior is 84 plus 8, so that would be, what is that, 32? That'd be 40 points.
You said it was 4 and 4 that you want?
Yes, 2 superior, 4 greater, 4 healing.
I had 4 and 4.
Not 4 superior.
No, I'm sorry. No, I saw that. I had 1 LFA. There's 1, 2, 4, 4.
Right.
So I've got 1 big boy, which is with her.
Yeah.
Then I have 2 greater, or supremes, sorry, 2 supremes, which I gave 1 to each of them.
Yeah.
Now I have 4 of the mid-level ones, which are the greater healing.
Uh-huh.
So that is going to,
I'll take a greater.
so that's 3 left, 2 left,
I'll take a great, because there's so many. I'll take 1 greater and 1 regular.
1 and 1.
And the El Jefe will heal you up to 200 points.
And then Arathian, you can have the rest of them. So you can, not Arathian.
Damn.
Dang.
Damn.
I
Dude,
don't
now who's
know.
now who's talking to ghosts?
As you notice, I'm pointing over here while the Arathian's dead
We can't
bodies.
hear him. We can't hear him.
No, fucking shit. Fucking shit. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, we need to
Say
get.
something.
Say something.
Okay.
Do you want him to have the big ones, and you can have multiple of those?
Probably,
Okay,
yeah.
so
You
you,
can
don't
have the
need it.
other-
yeah, just
Yes,
take,
you
just,
fucking do.
you will take the El Jefe, and
Yeah.
I will give you,
I mean, just stop training with turtles, but.
because they each took one. so you
Oh, that
get
was so
one.
funny.
I mean, I've been stun locked the last 2 boss fights. So the dragon flew away, and then I got turned into a turtle for half of the last fight.
We're about to go to a place, it's a desert, there's no trees, so there's no flying things.
Yeah.
And the worst, it'll come out of the ground and try to eat you, so I mean,
Oh,
Your
and if
advantage,
that
your-
happens, I've got a plan. All right.
That's all.
He's gonna go in its mouth and set a
Yeah,
bonfire. He's gonna go in its belly and start a bonfire.
All right.
That's his move.
We've got a
Okay,
nice
I know you said
shopping
this like 70 times
Uh-huh.
already.
Yeah.
Can you, one more time, tell me the greater potion?
Greater is 44 plus 4.
Okay, I'm talking while he's talking, because I don't.
Four.
agree with that.
4d4
4d4.
plus,
Plus 4.
What's the regular?
I think it's
2d4 plus 2.
plus 2. So not a lot, but just enough.
No,
to-
that's-
4 plus 2.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So we think
Fine. Because I mean, I wouldn't want to waste the like 200 on me when it's like I only have 91.
it's
I mean,
close.
Well, that's not guaranteed. Well, if
It is if you do an action. Which something like that would probably be good as a bonus action too, because no matter what, you get plus 40 plus all your rolls.
Without taking my whole turn.
Yeah. So like if you wanted to use, use both hands. Yeah, if you were trying to.
Big boy potion.
Yeah, if you, El Jefe might be one where it would make sense to do it as a
Yeah.
bonus action because.
You swizzle it around so it's the vortex in your mouth and you get it down fast.
Okay,
All right, we've gone shopping.
Now-
This is 11,000.
Wrath.
Uh-oh.
You've been to Reckon Oasis, you've been to Venovia, you've kind of been around the area. Something you've noticed in the past couple weeks is these guys that seem to run in groups of 3 or more. In the first time you saw them essentially carry out what looked like an assassination right in front of your eyes. But you were invisible like you always are, so didn't seem anything too unusual. Honestly, they look like the kind of people that would assassinate someone, so you didn't find it that interesting. They wore these long gray cloaks with their hoods up. You noticed the same thing when you were following and watching Vitra and Alcarante at the beach in Fjordstown.
I saw these people killing people.
You saw a group of 6 of these hooded figures come off of a boat. Seems like they snuck into the cargo hold of a ship in Fjordstown. You saw the 6 of them single-handedly defeat an entire Cretan battalion with hand-to-hand combat and some magic. But Alcarante was there, so you were more focused on watching her dive into the ocean to try to find the eye. You see here in Reckon Oasis, you saw a guy walk by who was wearing this gray cloak, hood wasn't up or anything, but just seeing that color of gray made you think of all of those moments. And you kind of connect the dots and realize that those guys you saw come off the boat and the guys you saw in Venovia look like they had the same like outfit, they're part of the same group. You don't see anything here in Reckon Oasis.
Okay.
Um,
That guy who had the gray cloak, is it the same gray cloak or is it just some remembrance thing?
no, right, yeah, it's not the same one, it's just like that reminded you of it.
Okay.
Because you would ask for, what are some things that maybe you saw during the downtime of when Rath was here, but not with the group yet. That was something that you remember seeing
Okay.
that.
Do I remember,
Is
so
it
they
mentioned?
killed somebody in Reckon, correct?
Mhm.
Do I remember who they killed? Who did they kill? Do I need to roll for that?
You don't need to roll, but I'm gonna have to either whisper it or send it.
You can send me a message.
Come on.
I never get whispers.
I know, I want to get whispers.
Not cool enough.
Put that
You need a whole game change.
You're about to get into your argument enough whisper.
Yeah, your significant other becomes the big guy.
I didn't have to whisper that though.
I didn't have to be here.
I'm glad I got that down real quick. I
I
didn't have to
love
whisper
to
that.
whisper.
If you want to whisper with somebody, whisper with her. She's creepy. She's seeing dead
Honestly, I
people.
love whispering. So it'll not just me. Tristan is not an easy character.
Ooh, I wanna take it out.
Very
So I can see if she
good.
can tell.
So
You
it's
never
not something I have to
know.
whisper,
Okay.
because it doesn't affect you. It would affect like Silex and Creed, but they're not here.
Okay.
The person that they killed was Sir Godric Broadback. He was a lieutenant of the Venovia Town Guard.
Is that one of the people? Yeah.
That's why I thought I had to whisper. I was like, wait, that doesn't matter for you guys.
Okay.
But you do know who he is
So they
because he
didn't
was,
kill him.
they killed him. Yeah,
Well, Creed feels happy.
they got away with it.
I cannot remember how they killed him. Was it like
Slit
just a
his
straight dagger?
Yeah, they snuck up behind him,
Okay.
pinned him
There's
down.
no
cut his throat.
symbols on them or anything.
They're
It's a great place.
great clips.
Good.
Then I will, anytime we go somewhere new, I'll kind of be on the lookout for gray clothes.
Okay.
Like, I'll kind of just stick to a corner, back to the wall. No, I wouldn't say invisible. Right
Just
there.
kind of looking around.
Like, if I need to roll perceptions, just let me know.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are now carrying around a bunch of different potions, kind of clinging and clanging as you walk through the town. You guys see that the town is now kind of lit up in festivities, right? There's lots of people kind of celebrating. There's songs and music playing throughout the town. There's hundreds of people, which you guys have been to Reckon Oasis a lot. You've never seen even a fraction of this many people, right? Most of the time you see like a handful here, a handful there, but there's like hundreds of people through the streets, tons of families that you didn't even know lived here. Seems like maybe even some travelers from like out of town were all here celebrating. You hear like songs and drinking and soldiers. There's all the way down kind of from where the tavern is all the way down to the base of the city. It's just like a trail of a parade of people celebrating, holding, feasted plates and things like that. You do hear, this may be a little confusing for some of you guys because again, Silex isn't here, he would know. But you do hear some people kind of cheering for Alexander, and then you hear some people cheering for Reginald. Alexander, a lot of you do know Alexander is the king of Crete. So a lot of people are cheering in his name, but other people are cheering for someone called Reginald. And as the party in the streets and everyone starts to kind of enjoy themselves, and after one or two, people start to get a little belligerent and they start screaming at each other. And the people who were yelling for Reginald are saying that Alexander's a false king. He doesn't deserve the throne. Crete didn't win this war because of him. And the other people are saying he's the true bloodline of the throne. He deserves it. Reginald's a rebel leader. And before long, fighting ensues. Now they're drunks, they're not soldiers, it's just a bar fight, bare knuckle. But sooner or later, it all gets kind of separated and they get taken into, the town jail by some of the guards that were there, but some of the guards that were also enjoying the festivities. So they were a little drunk, but they were able to separate this fight nonetheless. But it kind of opened your eyes to see that even though Crete has won the war, there still seems to be a divide within Crete itself on who should be their king or their leader.
Do we recognize the name Reginald at all?
Probably in passing, because Reginald's his name's Reginald Piercer. He's been a politician in Crete for 40 plus years. So it's not like some random person no one's ever heard of. A lot of people know who he is. He's been an advisor to the Cretan bloodline forever. But he's not technically a Crete, like Alexander Crete the Fourth, right? So he's not technically in the bloodline, but he has seemingly started a rebellion against the crown.
This little figure. guess if I am seeing somebody pass by, I'll ask a weird question, at least. Sorry to trouble you for your time.
No trouble, having fun.
Good to hear that. And I'll take out a nice golden coin and be like, for your next drink, if you don't mind me asking a simple question, are you familiar with this town?
That's a lot of drinks. Ah! He bites into it. I don't know why people do it. It's always real. Yeah, I'm familiar with the town.
Do you happen to know of any building that burned down recently and or within a few years of memory?
Burned down. You're bumming me out, man. We're having a good time.
Just one question and I'll.
Okay. Well, I know that there's been lots of fires, but never really seemed to, come to anything. There's the warehouse where they store all the armaments.
Actually, do you know where, point me in the direction of the residential district?
Oh, it's on the other side of the hill.
Thank
So you see how the mountain, and he's like, just starts pointing.
Thank you
See how
very
it gets
much.
pointy at the top.
Enjoy your drinks.
Cheers.
Never negotiate with drunk person. Right, I totally forgot the residential thing was there for a second, so I started the conversation.
Well, you lost one gold piece.
That's all right. I think I'll
Oh
just
darn, 11,001. That broke us.
107,620 even.
And make sure to deduct that, please. Thank you.
I've been awesome. I go.
Well, it's easy when you have a lot.
That's true. Yeah.
So
I get down to a few hundred. I'll be like, yeah, totally. That was a fake piece, right?
And with that, I think that's where we'll kind of wrap up today. Because it's already about 2:00. So I feel like we should wrap up here. Just kind of while you guys are in the city, at the end of this kind of festival night, kind of let you guys kind of do whatever you want. If you want to be a part of the party, or if you want to, go back to your teleportation circle and go home. It's up to you. Cool. Well, that's where we'll wrap it up.
Thank you.
All right, Trey. We'll see you.
Bye, Trey.
Bye, Trey.